Cybernation has started.
Hey, everyone should be able to see us and hear us now. Let's check the mics. Everybody say hi.
Hey, everyone.
Howdy, howdy. Hello, hello.
Oh, is April muted?
No. Yes?
Oh,
No.
there. Now I can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It cuts out sometimes. Sometimes when you speak, like the first word won't come through, and then it comes in. Sometimes if the mic's maybe far away from you, maybe. But it sounds like we can hear everybody. I can. Hopefully, chat can too. Because that's kind of the point of streaming live, right? So chat, let us know if you can't hear anybody, anybody's frozen. We'll try to get that fixed right away. Sometimes little glitches happen along the way when streaming on the big old interweb like we do. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red team, Nevermore. We do this every Saturday, same place, same time. And let's see. Oh, yeah, where's our sound check, Rufio? That's fine. Will absolutely agree. Rufio is usually the first one in there to be like, nope, sounds good, or he'll let us know. But yeah, this is our weekly gameplay. Before I get into exactly what this team is about and a little mini recap, and before we dive into today's session, let's first do like we always do. Let's go around the table. Everyone introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you online and introduce your character as well. Will, start it off.
I'm Will. You can find me on Twitter at Billy Huddles, or watch the second and last Wednesday stream of Team Veritas. I'm on there with my lovely now wife.
Hey.
Mad Lass McGee. And I am playing No Sticks the Netrunner here on Team Nevermore.
Oh yeah, well put. Nice. Nick.
My name is Nicholas King. You can find me online at the King Square on our Discord channel. I'm also RobGrad98, and I have my own little writer page there where you can check out all the posts I put up. Tonight I will be playing Hank C., the Rocker Boy.
Oh yeah, Raven.
Hey, everyone, I'm Raven. You can find me all over the internet at Doña Trece Cuervo. Tonight I will be playing Belladonna Jax, the Ripper.
Hell yeah.
Kind of special. I'm also working on my High Riders campaign, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Can't wait for that to get going. That'll be awesome. Alex.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alex Maxwell. You can find me in the Separation Uncensored Discord under Maxwell. You can find me on TikTok at Maxwell Musings. You can find me on Twitter at Alex R. Maxwell. You can find me wherever games are played under Stormwolf92. I'm currently just nose to the grindstone on both a podcast for Octune Cthulhu and publishing a third party city urban city adventure for the world's most popular fantasy role playing game. But here tonight in the dark future, I am playing Scarecrow, the team's solo.
Nice. And April.
My name is April Hill. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and stiletto DM on Twitter. I do various things across all of the place, so just follow me on socials to see what I'm doing. I'm also the community manager for Modiphius Entertainment. We just came out with the SRD for 2D20, so if you're wanting to write your own adventures using the 2D20 system, you can get that for free now. And we're having a huge sale, so go check it out. 20% off a lot of our products through the end of... No, we just finished the sale. Never mind, don't do that. We have a lot of cool stuff going on. Yes, so. And I'm playing Kishtix, who is the media, and she's very happy-go-lucky, doesn't want to shoot people, doesn't want to get killed. But yeah, that's me.
We'll see. No guarantees there from the GM. But hey, I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm also the game master here. Every week that we play, I run the game. You might see me running games on Sirenscape's channel on Thursday. I run Team Veritas the second and last Wednesday of every month. The last Sunday of every month, I run a Dune team. So yeah, lots of teams. My Friday Fallout's coming back here right when I get back from Gen Con. I'll be at Gen Con at the beginning of August. Stop by the Sirenscape booth 1740. Say hi to myself and my beautiful wife, Valerie. I'll have some cool flyers and stuff too to show off, and maybe some secret information about things coming up with the brand that I can't mention on stream. Maybe we'll talk about it in person if you're there. Stop by and say hi and maybe ask me about that. Yeah, other than that, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to all my supporters on Patreon. All of you are seriously the fuel on my fire. I say it all the time. You absolutely validate all the creative energy and force that I put into all this stuff. I do it because I love it. But like I said, it's validated by your support, likes and shares, and being on Patreon. All that stuff means so much to me. So shout out to Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Michael Edmonds, a.k.a. Kira, Chris Anderson, Matt James, GM Reservoir Panda, Rothan, a.k.a. Renegade 420, Revolver Gray, Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, Zeno, Zach Capricious Nature, who's one of our fellow GMs at Cybernation Uncensored, runs a Fallout game for us every week. He just got done with his Nomad campaign. He's got some stuff in the future coming too. Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, Derek Lawrence, Daniel Terry, Alex Maxwell, Nicholas King, Tracy Goodwin, aka Stink Palm. Seriously, thank all of you for the support. The other thing I want to mention before we get into the gameplay is at cybernationuncensored.com. You'll see the bodega link. I've been kind of rocking all the cool different shirts that we've had, the Choombas shirt, the Cybernation Uncensored, the different roles and rank catchphrase shirts and things, and I've got my Everyone is Welcome at my table. Obviously, it's not just a cool shirt, it's a true statement. If you've ever seen any of our streams at Cybernation Uncensored, we are absolutely inclusive. If you don't like it, well, you can kick rocks and chew on some kibble. We do what we want here. But anyways, check out the bodega to get yourself some cool shirts, and know that very soon we'll be launching some of that awesome Kickstarter merch. The last supporters on Kickstarter should be receiving their packages, if they haven't already, within the next week. And then we're going to launch the products on the site, hopefully right before I head out to Gen Con. We're going to start with the 5-pack magnetic minis and the booster set, so check out that. There's like over 176,000 combinations if you get these 2 packs. It's extremely versatile minis, something very innovative, so keep your eyes open for that. So yeah, let's get into what this team is. This is Cyberpunk Red, and this is Team Nevermore. Team Nevermore is basically owned by Raven Microcybernetics, and yeah, if you've ever seen Cyberpunk Red, you know that you can sell yourself to a corporation to get some extra money, and that's what the team has done. Now, they pretty much have to do all the gigs that the corporation tells them for a nominal fee. Otherwise, something bad could happen. I think the team already got a little taste when they tried to flex on their bosses a little bit, where suddenly they were rendered unconscious. There's some type of implant thing going on. There was even some little side conversations with Kish and other things. If you were into our chat and watch the stream, maybe you see the moments where people have to remove headphones. Our stream is very dynamic. It has many different layers and levels, so be sure to check out the previous streams and catch up with everything going on. Where we left off, the team basically was trying to gather evidence to make it look like Savage Docs stole this perpetual powered nano chip from Rockland Augmentics during their release party at the Club Euphoria. So yeah, they've found a pass, an employee pass from Savage Docs. I think Belladonna was able, or Jax, one of the personalities there, was able to pickpocket it while at Savage Docs. They've also took some outfits from actual Tiger Claws. They jacked them of all their things, actually. Took everything from them, including their outfits. So they have that. I know Hank tried to mimic that, or maybe they did that before from images. That was the poor attempt that got them the real clothes when Scarecrow approached. Yeah, that was an interesting session last time. But other than that, yeah, there's a lot of things going on. I know Hank is trying to work his way to performing at the Headbangers Ball on Friday. This event goes on for 2 weeks at this club. It's a themed club. It's all in 0 temperature. And frozen temperatures in this club, because the nano chip runs hot. It's powering the whole club, and until it's partnered with its Biotechnica chassis for cooling purposes, it can't be implanted into cyberware. So the Kish used a little connection, figured out the details on how that works. Hank got that to his guy Numbers, making a sort of a thermal case, a refrigerator case that they can use to hopefully jack this chip at one point. But that's kind of where they left off. Kish has her girl from Biotechnica come into the event with her date. They were able to talk some of the tiger claws into coming to the event, being told that maybe they could sling some drugs while there, so they're interested in checking that out. Belladonna has that fixer that she was thinking maybe causing some chaos there between Hank playing that going on. Lots of moving parts, like I said. So let's just get into it before we speculate too much. The team left off in the conference room at Raven Microcybernetics. I'll bring the imagery up there on the map so you can see that awesome building. And that's where they are, basically in the conference room. Let me bring up some Sirenscape City sounds while the team can kind of start their role playing. I'll let you guys take it from here. Kind of discuss things, the next plan.
Fearless leader. We do.
Who is that supposed?
Shouldn't that be you?
Oh, well, if you're nominating, then I suppose so. Oh, we've got the...
New
We've got-
planning. Point me in the
we've-
direction of the network and I do the thing.
Let's
Well,
just
I
making
was-
sure... Go ahead.
Go ahead, Matt.
Just making sure we have all of our ducks in the proverbial row. We've got at least one Tiger Claw disguise. We have the hacked RFID chip, correct? Is that in hand or on the way?
On the way.
All right. Do we have a ETA for that?
PM.
Yeah, I think you set that up. That was with one of your hookups, a patient that owed you a favor. So they
Right.
did mimic that. Yeah, within a day. It won't take them long at all. We can just say, you'll have that definitely by Friday, just like the case.
I said that. Though meta-wise, answered my next question. Then Hank, the case that's confirmed in hand.
I'm going to head by and pick it up from Numbers tomorrow and give him the 500 eddies that we put together to pay him for the work. Plus, while I'm there, might as well say hi to some family and get the case, bring it back. So.
We only have 3 of those jackets, though.
No, we managed to get 2 full outfits. One of them's big enough for Scarecrow to wear. The other one is actually I can fit in. It's just a question of how do I get it in, and that would be the next question. Is like, how do we get these outfits into the club so we can change into them? And Scarecrow, that would actually be the question for you. Is if I can't get on stage and perform, or I can't cause any kind of havoc with Chromie Scavers, do you want me with you when we go and get the chip?
Something like this, having backup and a scrap is always going to be handy. Since we're going to have Gnostics tackling the net to keep the automated defenses out of our hair, and presumably, if you're still on board for this task, Kish, it's to catch all of this in a manner that you can manipulate for the public eye.
Yeah, totally. Maybe you could put the jackets on inside out. Maybe they're reversible. Like you could make them reversible if there's time. Then you could just like go in the bathroom and then go. Quick.
Exactly.
I don't really think that they're fashion forward. They're gang jackets. But
You could okay, like I know when we tried to make our own jackets before, that didn't work out, but maybe like we could try something on the inside of it, and reversible, and then it'd be fine.
Yeah, and there's enough time from now till Friday. A couple things you could absolutely do, wardrobe style or any equivalent of what you're sewing. Might be to try to do some type of like reversible inner layer just to make it look like a generic jacket on the inside that you could flip or something. There's also time by Friday, if you have the money, you could probably hit up a seamstress or someone local in the city. I'm sure you could go drop like 50 eddies to someone to get the interiors of those lined the way you want to. So you got a couple options there. And in the meantime, what was that, Belladon?
That's what I would suggest. instead of like taking a stab at it and botching it.
Save time.
I-
Save time for a little money. Yeah.
There's also the little matter of the manager. We could keep her like occupied so that I'm not really tussling with her.
Occupy.
It's the chlor. I thought that's what the chlorine thing is for.
Sorry.
I thought that's what the chlorine hypo spray was for. Was it not? Am I wrong?
No, that can definitely handle her. I mean, odds are when I start a ruckus with Chromie Scavers, that should pull her out of the office, which should give you time to get in there, Gnostic. But once she's on her way back, then it's just a question of getting that hypo spray into her and taking her out.
So I'll leave that to, Scare Bear. I suppose that would fall on you.
As depends if we're going lethal for the manager or not, in which I can, unless she's rocking in a very subtle internal linear frame, I can wrangle her down, and our trusty med tech can inoculate her in whatever way that she sees fit. That also might be easier to wait for her to hit the bar or, go to the proverbial powder room and just.
Those always have a mid tech on staff.
But I also thought that we were kicking around the idea of hitting someone with blue glass or bluegrass.
Do you have any blue glass?
I'm sure you know a guy.
We can always get some.
Sure, I'd be interested in.
I mean, you all spent quite a lot of money on some synth coke, so I mean, could you use that to knock the manager out?
Oh, and I think they would be.
I was gonna say there's a couple options here. Belladonna Jax, whichever personality, both are med techs. If you have your sort of your med tech pharmaceuticals check, you could do a DV13 and try.
I could whip some up.
Yeah, you could try to make some, and we could just come up with the equivalent. Like, I'll just use the same DV13, just like your other options there. We'll say one of them can be some type of knockout stuff, whatever whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and you can try to make some of that. It would just cost you 200 eddies in materials that you could lose on a failed check. So just keep that in mind. And then however many your stat is, your med tech stat is how many doses you're able to create. But it only takes you an hour to do that, and you have, as long as you can pay 200, you can spend that many hours trying until you get it successful. But you have that option.
That's like
you can also
what we're getting.
You can also source, a fixer somebody and just try to buy some type of knockout fluid gas thing or equivalent. It's going to be 2 times the cost of what it would cost Belladonna to make that many doses for 200. So keep that in mind. It's always cheaper if you have a med tech. Just create the shit. Yeah, you have those options. And then as far as blue glass, yeah, just same thing. Street deal, sort of find a fixer. I'm sure you can source. Somebody will sell you some drugs, if you want some blue glass as well. But while you all think about that and discuss that in roleplay, just on the side of Gnostics, to give me an intelligence check. Shout out to PWB. Perfect timing. I said he rewarded you with a -2. I don't know if you want to use it now, but those are only good. He said it was for a stat check, not for the GM. So this is a stat check. I want to do an intelligence check to see if you're remembering something right now. So you got to roll a 1d10 and see if it's under your intelligence stat.
I'm gonna risk it without the -2 because I think I can do it.
Okay. Yeah, then give me that. Give me that 110 and let me know if it's under your intelligence stat.
Yep. It very much is.
Yeah, while going over the different ideas and things to put together to create chaos, to create evidence, and make it look like Tiger Claws did it and things like that, and just discussing options and plans, Gnostics remembers oh shit, that's right. Out of the outfits and things that we jacked off those Tiger Claws, I also jacked off this thumb drive off of one of the Tiger Claws. Remember that?
So I got this. We haven't really. I'd like some time to go into that.
Take a look. Take a look now.
I suppose this table has a jack in for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a jack and system all in here. You know, the whole computer wall kind of comes to life as you put in the thumb drive, and it's asking for a basic password. This is just going to be literally a DV6. So I think you ranked up. I don't even think, unless you crit fail, this is gonna. You should easily be able to access this thumb drive. Nice.
Those are famous last words.
I know. I shouldn't have even said it, but I'm a GM. Got to jinx it sometimes, right? You pop it in and boop, up on like the sort of hologramic wall kind of comes to life, the big computer screen in the conference room, and you see the contents of this thumb drive. You can see it has like some type of scheduled thing where I guess this Tiger Claw was going to be going to some party in a couple weeks or something. And it talks about trying to score certain amounts of synth coke and other random drugs for people that are going to be at this party in a couple weeks. Aside from that, on this thumb drive, you're also seeing he has listed the password to his garden page, his personal garden page, and the password to his online savings account, and the password to his agent messages, which you do have his agent too. But yeah, it seems like this guy actually like saved his passwords on a thumb drive. Maybe he wasn't that intelligent, but that's what you got.
The first question would be, how much money is in that savings account? The second question would be, could we use that to set up a fake trail?
Yeah. I think that we could totally like take a bunch of pictures inside the club and have him post it, so that there's even more like, oh, they were there, they were looking at it.
Can I take him, since I have his garden page password? Can I take a look at his garden page and see if there's any like internal messages or any sort of like chat in there?
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of chat in there, and you can see, he's doing booster gang style Tiger Claw shit. He's hitting on girls, he's trying to deal drugs, he's promoting different parties and events that they're doing, different affiliations, like just, grimy booster gang style stuff. But then he's got like personal things on there. He's like talking to a cousin that lives out of state, but like nothing. I mean, is there something specific? Let me know what you're looking for. Imagine you're hacking into someone's social networking page. Yeah. What are you looking for?
Basically unusual messages, basically towards non-Tiger Claw people. I'm hoping to see if he has any messages between Savage Docs or anyone outside the Tiger Claws that give us any sort of insight as to if there's anything being set up for the night that we're planning this. If there's any goings on with Tiger Claws that would coincide with us doing this.
No, nothing comes up. No external, talking to anybody outside of, their clique or his group of friends. Nothing really comes up. But when you search for, Savage Docs and things, you can see there's another guy messaging him at one point, telling him like, he's on schedule tonight. Make sure you're down at Savage Docs. You got to work. Things like that. But that looks like it was from maybe a week ago.
All right. So looks like he has some correspondence, should I say, with Savage Docs. So this might be our guy. Kish. I would say while we're there, log into his agent. Go into his garden page and actually, do that fucking posting. He's technically supposed to be here. It matches up with the messages, it seems like. So he's gonna have to be around, I suppose.
Yeah. One other thing to point out too, that it's like I said, obvious booster gang Tiger Claw shit. He puts it out there too, like on his page, like you see like the Tiger Claw logo and stuff. Him hanging out with the other boys, like me and the boys out tonight. Like, they're all like proud of being in the Tiger Claws and shit, so it's like obvious that he's in Tiger Claws.
So this is as much a question to the GM as it would be to Kish. Is there a live streaming like equivalent Just to the garden. Okay, so if you're able to, with those photos, and if you're able to, with the agent, do like a garden live thing. Pass it to me. I'll have the camera in my breast pocket as I go and steal the thing.
And then you could also carry.
So it'd be like POV heist. Booster gangers love that shit.
That would be really cool to like. I don't know if he would post that he did that. Are they like that? Would they be that?
But
blatant
but
about
in the tussle,
But
the
having
agent
it-
falls out of my pocket.
Yes, but that like just having it on there, that'd be great. So like, would they be? Have they like? Does he have anything on his page that is them doing crime, like to?
No,
Or
no.
is it just like, oh, they're here, like but
Exactly,
nothing?
like more proud in the Tiger Claw stuff, not hiding that, but absolutely not, showing incriminating stuff. Tiger Claws, although a booster gang, like other booster gangs, they are a little bit smarter. They used to be funded by Arasaka. They're, do some protection work and stuff. They still do street level booster gang style shit. Don't get them wrong, but they are a little bit smarter than like the more party booster gangs and fucked up ones like Piranhas and Rippers and things like that.
So no live stream, but we
Recording.
could absolutely do something, or Kish can do something where this guy's posting about him being there at the club.
Yeah, we'll do both, and that's what we post this page. I do what Scary was saying about like, like having the video of the boost, maybe like, oh look, into the boss fruits that who did it. That'd be really cool. But of course, that's not going to be posted. But that's something on the phone, and then lost the agent, right?
Kish, you
You're
started
cutting
roboting.
out.
Yeah, Kish, you're roboting.
Your connection's cutting.
Yeah, it's the heat wave. I'm sorry, my internet does that when I'm.
You're better now.
I'm very sorry. Yeah, we could post photos or even like little clips and stuff. Like maybe if we can get like all of them together and stuff like that. That's what we can post to his page. But then, like you said, Scary, then we post or not post a video, but take a video of the heist. Accidentally lose the agent. Oh look, the authorities found it, and oh, there's evidence. But I do have one question. Gnostics, you would probably know this better than anybody. Does this thing have like a tracking device on it?
Well, the agent?
Yeah.
Don't think so. I mean, like, they're all GPS enabled, but I shut it off.
Yeah,
Okay, so
basically. Yeah, if you shut it off like that, yeah, you can absolutely, on and off it, sort of like a SIM card disconnect or GPS system. However, at any moment, NCPD, just like any cell phones and things, if they were having to try to look into this, like per se, Kish puts out a story, you plant some evidence, and then the authorities look into it, they would absolutely be able to like say, okay, if this is the guy they're incriminating or something, like access his cell phone records, see where it is right now, at the time that they access it. But if Gnostics has it off, then yeah, it's non-traceable.
So it will never show that that his agent was here.
Right.
At the headquarters. That's the only thing that I was worried about.
Yeah, no, it won't. He turned it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we got here?
So we've got that. We've got the bank account.
Yeah, speaking of which, how much is in that bank account? I'd like to know.
You want to go log in?
Log in.
That's still
What was that?
that's still
We're losing April.
Nope. Pause, April. It glitched again for a second. 1 second.
You said pause, and now she's actually frozen.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. At least she's paused in good poses. I've seen people pause so horribly, but hers were actually nice pauses. That was good. Are you there, April? Oh, now it's frozen again for me. Can anybody else hear her?
Can't hear. She's
There we
She's-
go. Okay.
Oh, I think she's
there.
back.
Wait.
Hey, she's back.
April, you back?
Oh yeah, like I've been able to hear and see you guys this whole time.
Oh, okay. It could be my connection too. I've been having issues today. I had a real hard time with OBS getting it started today, so I apologize. Anybody watching? Again, apologize. Glitches happen. Let's try that again. What were you saying, Kish?
It's fault.
It's Gnostic's fault, yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Should we look into the bank account?
Oh yeah. So that wouldn't be like traceable if we got into his bank account.
yeah. It would be smart to use, the equivalent of like a VPN or something in the dark future. Something very easy for netrunners, if you remember that. Luckily, Kish kind of brought that up. But yeah, you can, easily just hop data term to data term kind of through these systems, because as you know, there's no internet in Red, so we wing certain parts of these things because there is communication with agents, there is the garden pages. That's why the live streaming, I feel, could be capable in some sense there, even without true internet. Some parts don't make sense, some do. It's part of Red's lore. But I'll say Gnostics, yeah, absolutely. You can have like the equivalent of a VPN that bounces you from data term to data term before you log in, that kind of protects showing that you're logging in from the local data port spot or whatever in Microcyb. Awesome. Mad Lass McGee with the -2. And also congrats on the marriage. We were debating earlier if it was a form of Will taming Naomi or vice versa. So, well, I don't know. But yeah, Gnostics, you're able to log in. Why don't you give me a 1D100? Here, I'll give you an option. You can do 1D100 times 3, or you can roll 3 1D100s. Same thing. What's more fun?
Let's do 3 times.
Wait, can they crit?
240.
100.
Get 40 twice.
That's crazy. So what's that, 147? Where are we at?
So 40, 40, 67. That'd be 80. 21.
Yeah, 147, right? Right?
Yep, 147.
Yeah, nice. 147 credits in his account. I'm just sitting there.
So I suppose we could use that to like buy
Pay
the
the seamstress.
drugs or.
We could use some of that to pay the seamstress.
So we're gonna have to launder it probably. I mean,
Well,
and
with
we'll
this
explain-
with this
we-
access to, you don't have his card, but I'll say, like, with this access to his account number and things like Hank said, you can use this to direct pay. You can log in and send it, because these bank accounts are very diverse. Yeah, it's like a form of Apple Pay meets PayPal meets a bank account meets online. Like, it's the dark future, and in that case, just like the sort of, I don't know, social media trail, by fucking with his garden page and ideas there with his agent and things that you guys are trying to think of. You also have this option too, like a little bit of a paper trail or whatever with things that you buy using his account. That's something to keep in mind, like Hank said.
It's using Tiger Claw money to launder and pretty up Tiger Claw clothes wouldn't raise too many eyebrows.
Wouldn't.
legit, don't you think?
Besides, they're going to come looking for him, and they're going to find maybe a body in a dumpster and in a recycling pit anyway. So it's not like there's a loose end.
Nope, not anymore.
Like
Wait,
we
you
have our
really
little
killed
duckies in the
people?
row.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes,
You
yes, we
killed
did.
the person that owns this agent. You killed him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Had an unfortunate
I
accident.
feel like, I mean, you would know this, Jack? Oh, I'm gonna kind of
Hello.
like.
Hello, Donna.
Okay, so Belladonna, you would know this then. Like, can't the authorities like tell when somebody's been dead for a while? Like, it'd be really weird. We used the dead guy's phone, and then they found the dead guy before we posted or after. It would be right? Like, why would a dead guy be posting on his garden page?
That's true.
Well, if they were doing a really in-depth search on this person, but this is a big city, so I would probably say that they wouldn't even go that far.
Really, but the body count lottery that kind of changes things. So they might have already counted him.
Well, when they find him.
Yeah, let's.
And considering the fact that
These are tiger claws we're talking about. So.
Yeah, and the fact that Scarecrow and I made them unrecognizable could help matters.
Yeah, I think
That's what we do.
you did that, and I think
We lost some humanity.
yeah, you
But no,
did that.
You guys lost humanity. Scarecrow and I were just fine.
And
We're already down there, ways.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I think you threw the body in the dumpster because Jax was debating on taking it out to harvest the cyberware and things like that. But then you left it in the dumpster. You know, if you left it on the street, absolutely, it'd be part of body count. There might be a little bit of investigation. The lack of face would be a wrench in the works for them. But then they would have the body. You guys threw it in a dumpster in the middle of Night City, like in the combat zone or wherever that was. Like, it's gonna be very difficult. You know, even without doing a deduction roll, for anybody to find that body.
I tried to recycle the cyberware. I wasn't trying to harvest.
You could have
Tomato,
sent him over
tomato.
to the meat companies and made him into kibble. Then we could have just recycled all of him.
I have to
That's
Green
what's in
dinner.
that. That's what's in that, right?
Green New World, right? Green New World.
Thank you for fucking up my dinner, Kish. I do appreciate that.
I just thought that's like one of the things they did. Like, it's a
I'm
recycle.
stealing some more of this food that Gnostics took out of the break room. I'm just taking some of this home. Fuck that. I'm not having kibble tonight.
Note to self: stopping by sisters for dinner.
Do you think she would mind having an extra person at the table? I'll be on my best behavior, I promise.
I'll call Manami and ask if she wouldn't mind 2 more placemats at dinner.
We'll just make sure, like, if Gnostics wants to come, we'll bathe him first.
I was gonna say, apparently I need a shower.
You put him through a car wash.
I mean, we could do that. Just
Car
strap
wash.
him down to a gurney.
Pretty sure those have spikes at this point.
Oh, granted, I'm still kind of covered in blood, so like I would probably need to change clothes.
Yeah, I forgot. Like during this whole conversation, yeah, Scarecrow was like icing his knuckles in a bowl.
Oh yeah.
So Scarecrow will send off like a message off to his sister, just like, hey, look, it's I'm probably gonna be missing our usual like weekend dinner. Would it be too much of a wrench in the works for me to come by, maybe bring over a coworker or two?
Yeah, I don't think that'd be too hard. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Scarecrow. I mean, you have a good relationship with your sister and stuff. I think that she would be okay with that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because they're like in different parts of the business. She's more like on the exec side. Scarecrow's more security, and she's doing the whole like like corporate picket fence thing.
Yeah, no,
so-
you can do that. But
Like
yeah,
any brother, he'll mooch.
yeah, and don't forget a couple +2s from Stink Palm. Thanks, Stink Palm. So we'll track that for the
Hey.
team. And also, yeah, we can streamline that a bit. The team kind of went over tentative plans. You have ideas of things that you could possibly do. Unless there's something specific that you want to go over with your sister or grabbing dinner or talking with the team. Your sister's, happy, like, oh, if we have to shift it from the weekend, cool. You and all your friends, bring your whole team over. Let's have some dinner. So, yeah, everyone's welcome. So we can streamline that. Or if you guys want to have dinner and talk about more planning, you can do that too. Otherwise, we can take it to the next day or till Friday morning, which is what I'd rather do. Let you get the case, let you get the outfit, go over the plans and stuff. Again, unless there's something specific you wanted to go over at dinner or with your sister.
I'm gonna take some selfies with Mia because she's wanting to meet me.
Jump to the
that-
chaos.
Yep. No. Yeah. Definitely. It's like set up selfies. Introduce they'll meet the Manami's husband that of course Scarecrow isn't fond of, but Scarecrow's head over heels for his little nephew. So, but we don't have to go into all that, but that's probably like at that point the softest you've ever seen him be, when he just gets all like, "Hey, buddy."
Yeah.
No photos allowed.
Yeah, is a big old teddy bear. I knew it. Whatever.
Here,
I was
there.
totally sneaking photos. I was totally sneaking photos the whole time.
Nice.
Mhm.
All right.
Incriminating cute photos to blackmail Scarecrow in the future, possibly. But yeah, you can streamline that. You have dinner, you get along with the sister. She's excited that Kish is there to have the whole team, spend time with family. You get to see your nephew. Everything, goes smooth, and you're able to kind of go over the tentative plans and ideas that you have kind of cooking so far. Everyone's able to go home, get some sleep after a good meal. So if anybody needs to repair any HP, I don't think anybody even took any damage in that alley. I think you guys absolutely dominated those booster gangers. Oh, you took a little bit, Gnostics, was it?
Oh no, never mind. Oh, it's still never mind. I was gonna say I didn't take any damage from that. I still.
Oh,
have damage.
still from the one before. Yeah.
You're
So
set
you'll
on
get that back
fire.
now. You should be able to get that back. Your body stat back. Night of sleep. Everyone's got that together, and it's the next day. You do your morning rituals, your breakfast. You're good to go. You roll up into the conference room to all meet up. We'll say on the way there, on the way in the morning, Hank was able to swing by Numbers, get the case, pay him the 500. The case looks great. He says it's absolutely functional. Luckily, your girl Kish came in with those little photos and information about the structural functionality of this case and the thermal aspect of that came in clutch. Otherwise, could have been a little iffy.
So when I do go to see Numbers, of course, say, while I'm there, give Mama Numbers a hug and a kiss. She's basically my second mother. But also, I will flip Numbers information about my partner Colette that is in jail, and the officer that was responsible for the setup, and basically give him the rundown of, look, I'm in deep with Raven Microcybernetics. I couldn't talk to you about it on the phone. They've got me hooked up with some kind of cyberware virus, and it's very likely that they're going to zero me at some point. So if that happens, I need you to do what you can to get Colette out. I know you are a tech. I know you don't run on the street as much as I do, but whatever you can do to help them out and get them out of jail would be greatly appreciated, brother. And in case I don't see you after I pull this job, I just wanted to say I love you, and you're my brother, and I want to thank you for helping me out.
Yeah, his mood completely changes. Like, he goes over the case stuff and he's like, what exactly are you getting into? I mean, if something happens, I have your back. I'll do what I can. I'll hit up Fam or somebody and try to help. Like you said, I'm no edge runner like you, but what are you getting into? Why, I've never heard you talk like this.
It's real simple, man. Like, they knocked us out pretty hard when we decided to buck up to them and try to flex on them. And I have no doubt that they could probably kill me at a moment's notice. I did this because I needed the money to get Colette out and to find a way to get them out. But at the end of the day, you and I both know how the courts work. So do what you can. I just wanted to let you know I love you, and I appreciate you doing this for me. And if you hear about some shit going down at Club Euphoria, that was me. And just leave it at that.
All right. Yeah, I have your back.
And if you ever find a way to neutralize any kind of like cyberware crap like that, let me know if I'm still kicking after this gig.
Yeah, that sounds way above my skill level here. But yeah, you got me worried, man. But I'll do whatever it takes. I mean, if something happens, obviously, I'll try to help. But just be safe, man. I hate hearing you talk like this. And he just like kind of gives you a hug. And
I'll give him a hug back,
goodbyes.
and then I'll head out.
Yeah, he watches you leave. You can tell he's really thinking about it. Like, he hasn't, gotten that deep with you where he's seen you worry like that, you know? But yeah, you're able to get the case and, you know, head back to the conference room and meet up with everybody on your way there in the morning. Were you also going to pay a seamstress or someone to interalign those outfits?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then just take out a couple hundred eddies. And you got both those outfits interchangeable now. So it's kind of that cheap suit tiger claw thing with the armband, the logo. You know, their sort of cut of that suit to whatever degree of cheap it is, but still has that sort of tiger claw cut that is distinct to them, has those kind of sharp collar points and the little emblem and all that. But now you have it to where it can flip inside out and just looks like some regular stylish blazer or whatever. But yeah, you get that done. You can deduct 200. I would imagine Kish would probably get that done on the way. Seems like a type of hookup. Yeah?
Yeah, I would. I'll take care of that since it was my idea.
Would these be light armor jacks or just cosmetic?
Oh no, just cosmetic.
Okay.
Yeah. No, the but no,
I would say also for that, it included in the 200 eddies is to get some kind of face covering or at least like partial mask that we can wear for when we go to pull things off. That way, it's not our faces. And any kind of covering, like if I'm going to be helping Scarecrow do this, have something that I can put on my arms to cover my light tattoos. Because I have very distinctive light tattoos that could show up on video.
Okay.
Gas mask.
I don't think we need to worry about gas masks.
I mean, you never know if the authorities are involved. They might and know that stuff's being stolen. And you saw those the little spider bot thingies. This could crawl into your mouth and your nose and your ears. Maybe I don't know how to do those stuff.
I mean, he does have a big mouth, but I don't really think they're fitting in there.
Gnostics, did you take a shower?
I did take a shower. I actually stole a little shampoo from the nearby bodega. So actually, I'm feeling mighty fresh. I feel like I smell better than all of you.
I'm gonna go sniff Gnostics.
All right, give me a resist torture and drugs. I'm kidding. It's not that bad. He's not that bad.
What does it smell like? What's the scent?
Lavender.
Lavender. I love
Oh, do I know?
Gnostics has got that cheap bodega soap that came with a peculiar scent to it, and I'll leave that up to chat. Chat, give me what scent of soap Gnostics was able to jack from the local bodega, and that's what he smells like today. Hey, it's better. It's better than ashes and burnt circuitry and overcooked bacon or whatever it was before. Naomi says pumpernickel. I like pumpernickel, but let's see.
Yeah, I vote 3-day-old pastrami.
That's a weird soap. That's a weird pastrami. Yeah, let's go with pumpernickel. Yeah, Gnostic smells like pumpernickel today. He's got that pumpernickel bodega soap smell.
As soon as I smell that on him, I'm just like, are you sure you didn't bathe in a bathtub of yeast?
In a bathtub of what?
Yeast.
Yeast.
Yeah, you smell like a bakery.
It smells good though. Now I'm hungry.
You've been in those showers down at the fucking. It's probably those showers. There's something growing in there. I told you. Those showers are fucking gross.
This fresh-ish bread is better than what we had before.
Fair.
Still rotten bread.
I love to be professional.
I'm sure there's going to be someone who loves the smell of sourdough, and they're going to be all over you.
Anyway,
Maybe that
we got the case.
Club.
We got the case. We've got the clothes. Thank you very much for that, Kish. And correct me if I'm wrong, DM. At this point, this would be Friday because the date because it was.
Yeah, it's Friday
Thursday.
morning.
Yeah,
Friday morning.
Okay, so.
I have to shoot the message for the. I'll shoot a message on my agent and check about that ID tag.
Yeah, Yeah, we'll say you were able to pick that up on the way as well. Everyone was able to pick up the things that we were anticipating for Friday. So we'll streamline that in the morning. So Belladonna or Jax in the morning. I always picture it's Belladonna in the morning. She wakes up as Belladonna in my mind. I don't know why, but we'll say that, yeah, on your way to the conference room, just like Hank and Kish stopping off to grab stuff, you're able to meet up with that patient that owes you a favor. And they hook you up. They give you the pass. It's all synced up and ready to go. Yeah.
Did we ever have a chat? Or have you been just like holding out?
Yeah,
until
no,
after?
you haven't had time yet because you've been you've been together at Scarecrow's sister's dinner. Then you all went home to sleep. Now it's the next day meeting up. You haven't had that alone time yet. So just keep that in mind at any moment during any of these sessions moving forward. If there's any time to separate or step aside or chat or any of that, you two can role play that out. But there hasn't.
Pushpin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just haven't had alone time yet so far. But yeah, while you're kind of going over those plans, and Belladonna busts out the pass after Hank shows off the case, and Kish busts out the inner lining clothes. Kish, your agent goes off. It's Bianca calling you. Hey, what's up? Just checking in to see we're still on for tonight.
Hey, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Okay, cool. Yeah, me and Danny are supposed to hit. Yeah, no, me and Danny are supposed to hit dinner probably at like 5 or 6 whenever he gets out. And then I've got the whole day off today. Bosses were excited. I'm actually going back to the event, showing face for the company or whatever. So yeah, we'll be there. I'm just trying to see like what time. I'm free like any time after 6 or 7 probably, depending on how long we eat. But like, what time are you gonna get there?
Be there.
What's that?
Or what time are we gonna be there? Or like
So
when should I
I
tell Bianca that she should be there?
should meet up with us at 7, a little after 7, since we have to set up for the show.
7, 6, 7, 7?
Shoot for 7. 7.
7-ish. 7-ish. Like I should be there around then.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then yeah, like I said, we'll probably eat sometime between 5 and 6. As soon as we're done, we'll shoot over there. And we're like right next to Euphoria, so I'll be there.
Sweet. And girl, oh my gosh, I got this cute little number that I'm bringing with me. Toad's cute. His name's actually Toto, which I know is kind of like weird
Oh.
name. Totally hot though. So.
Nice. Hey, we both have hot dates tonight. That's awesome.
I know. Okay, cool. We'll see you tonight.
All right, bye, girl. She hangs up.
Bye.
Belladonna, do you want to give that fixer a call, the one that you worked with, the one that you met at Euphoria? Let them know that the Tigers are going to be there.
That was just running through my mind. When would be a good time? Now or shortly before? Like when you go in for your sound checks?
Now are your sound checks.
Yeah, I would say do it right before we head out to Euphoria. That way, there's not a lot of prep time that they have, because it should give them time to scramble and have to figure out how to deal with the tiger showing up.
Sounds good. I can definitely do that.
Cool. So why don't you tell me, or you can role play it in character, talking to each other. What's the next step? What's the tentative plan for tonight that all you in character, have agreed? Like these are the order of events that we're gonna do at tonight. So you all as characters have your plan. And then also let me know, do you want to streamline to this evening and kind of head to the club, or are there other things that you need to do during the day in preparation for that? So yeah, fill me in or discuss it in character, whatever y'all feel.
I'll bring out my guitar case, open it up, take out the guitar. When we had talked about this earlier, there was enough space in here for me to hide 2 heavy pistols along with the guitar. So I'm taking the heavy pistol that Gnostic got off of because the 2 heavy pistols actually that we got off of the Tiger Claws. We're going to put those into the case, put the guitar back in on top of it, and kind of secure the guns to a certain extent, like make sure that they're not going to move around or jangle or anything when moving. Get that all set up. I figure between me going in the back for the performer's entrance, Scarecrow, you can come with me.
I'll be your caddy. I have my AR and my carry-all.
And you'll have the case. You'll have the ID as well because you're going to drop that during the heist. I think Kish and Raven and Gnostics, you guys can go in through the normal entrance. And because you know where the office is, Gnostics, so you can get it as soon as I start causing a ruckus with Chromie Scabbers, you can get behind the bar.
Yeah, and just tell me when to go, and I'll be ready.
So for all of our communicators, I have a built-in scrambler in my cyber audio suite. So I'll test that out with everybody's communicators now, just to make sure that the signals are scrambled, but we can still communicate with each other.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, now you can have the communicators and with the scrambler. You have your own private line. Like nobody can hack that or hear you on that now.
Looking at a fucking agent.
No, because we all should have our own. We all have communicators. I just have an internal one.
Oh.
And I also have a scrambler, descrambler. So basically, I can act as sort of the hub for communication.
You're a service provider.
I hope you don't mind to play a little music on the waves. He just clicks on to like 50-year-old like hip hop from like the 1990s.
And you see Hank after a second going,
The kombucha face.
yeah,
Mm.
no, I dig that.
Mm.
I dig that. Yeah, no, but I like it. So I start some shit with Chromie Scabbers. See if I can get on the bill, and if I can't, try to start some shit with them. If I get kicked out, I have no idea what I'll do, but I promise to cause as much ruckus as I can.
Is Scarecrow going to have the dude's agent then? Is that the plan?
I think that would be safe.
I would have gone over with Scarecrow, like the stylistic, how this guy, like I would have looked through, studied it, and would have gone over the stylistics of how this guy posts when he does post to his garden page, like any specific hashtags he normally uses or anything to make it look legit as possible. So any like his style of photo, like if he's a guy that's like up here or blurry, or so I'm gonna try to just kind of be like, okay, this stylistic wise, this you need to do this and you need to type this way. If there's any way, if he has any misspells on purpose, like AZZ for ass or something like that, if you type anything like that, just making sure we're grammatically and really trying to nail that. So I do that so that you can post and it look not like a fake job.
No, I love that idea. I was just trying to see if there's a creative way to use one of these skills, because the first thing that comes to mind is like library search. Obviously, like you're looking up all stuff, you're researching to get the consensus of, like you said, his style of posting and all that. But I'm also looking at like social skills. Look over the skills. Let me know if you can think of a creative way to use because I love this idea and what you're thinking of here. And it would give you a bonus later. Yeah, right now library search seems the best, but I do like
Acting.
Yeah, I like acting too.
Acting or human perception, which is like trying like locking down like their mannerisms.
Yeah, I like that a lot too. Forgery works well too. So look, we'll leave it player's choice here. So whatever, lean into Kish's strengths. Do you think it would be better for her to do an acting check, a human perception check, or a library search check? What do you think?
I think library search would be the way to go because Kish has knocked that out of the park the last couple of times.
Yeah, it's up to her. Whatever she has the best skill in, ultimately.
My acting class. That would be.
And keep in mind a couple things. When you do library search, you get a +2 if you use your agent, which you are. The other thing too is I know the team has a couple +2s that were rewarded from chat. Plus you have your luck stat. You can always use your luck points in any session to add to rolls as you go.
We have +2s.
4 +2s. So I would lean into whatever skill's the best that I mentioned, and then consider using any bonuses if you want or not.
+2.
You want me to roll it right now?
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Are you going to use a +2?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do library, even though it's lower than my acting, I guess. Since
Yeah.
I feel like it makes more sense. I'm not teaching you how to act. I'm teaching you more like
Nice.
skill.
Yeah, you're able to totally get this guy's style, and it's like you even mentioned before. You notice him using Z's instead of S's sometimes. You know, he yeah, and he always tries to slide in like tiger claw, like innuendo, and like, you know, like funny little you know, similes, and you know, he's kind of clever with his. Yeah, you know, and you're picking up on his like little things where it kind of shows off his tiger claw association, plus his little sort of street vibe with using a Z. Like, but you can tell in his writing he's actually kind of somewhat intelligent with that. Like whether he has an education in you know, English and writing in Japanese, or like grammar, but he plays that street side. So absolutely, you've absorbed his style. So when it does come time to sort of like forgery or pretend to be him or film a certain way or any of that or post about him, yeah, you've got a +2 if any of that does come up for believability on him being him.
And when you're taking the video, do not speak during the video. Try not to be quiet because you don't want your voice in the background of the video because somebody's gonna be like, oh, look at this guy. This doesn't sound like.
Literally, like anybody wants to hear your voice anyway.
It is
Oh.
quite grating, isn't it? Besides, I don't think anyone's going to be able to hear anything over the sound of gunfire and our resident musician. Ideally.
So once we get in, if we can get the manager out of her office, Jax, Belladonna, would you be cool with hitting them up with that hypo?
Oh, she's all. I already planned on neutralize.
All right. And if push comes to shove, we can always just kill her and throw her in a broom closet or something.
Poke that bitch.
Pause it.
Fold her up like a pretzel.
Graphic.
Sometimes just gotta make them fit. It's-
People have accidents every day.
they tripped and fell into the closet and broke every bone of their body.
In the form of a pretzel.
We have like a backup plan just in case if there's stuff.
What could go wrong?
We're
I
losing.
think you're going to be there with Toto and the gang, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Like I think it's fine. Like.
You're-
There's pictures of me with-
April, you're breaking up.
You're breaking up again.
I'm hard.
Yeah, give it one.
Hardwired.
Give it 1 second.
Ah.
It might not be you, April. I know you're in a excuse me, a heat wave right now. But like I said, my OBS was giving me problems today. Yes. Say it again. Go for it again.
Forget.
Oh.
Oh, if I'm in photos, like they wouldn't. I don't think I'd be implemented with them because I'm not with them, and it's a weird thing that I'm with them. So it's fine if you get me pictures with them, I guess.
Well,
But
and
yeah, I
if things go south, you can either, if you're comfortable, exit with Toto or exit with your friend and her date.
yeah, like they could get me out, or well, if they start fighting, which I don't know why they would get in on fighting, but if there's chaos, yeah, I'll like play stupid and just go with somebody who I feel is safe. If I can't meet up with y'all, I'll meet up with y'all after.
Then
Belladonna's fixer should be the one that facilitates any fighting with the tigers, because that's the fixer's turf, and the tigers are crowding in.
And if things do go south and we need to exfil as soon as possible, I think we can go with the plan we had initially, which was appropriate whoever the fuck they are, their van, drive it away, wreck it somewhere, and hoof it the final leg.
Excuse me, Scare Bear?
Hmm?
What does exfil mean?
Exfiltrate. As in leave.
Oh, alright.
Also,
like-
they're going to have a tour bus, so I wouldn't necessarily want to steal that.
Oh, they're that well off. Well,
Yeah.
and then if we do steal it, take all the liquor too.
My man!
It's waste not, want not. Everything's slim pickings in this year.
I
If you
was
could-
planning
This
on.
man is doing the best in the group.
I
If
was
you don't
planning
mind.
on- Well, if I get kicked out, I was going to blow up their van.
Oh, we drive it first, take the top shelf shit, and then of course burn the rest. Piss your name on a wall, mark your territory, do whatever you have to do.
I like this idea. Can we
'Cause
grab
the-
some alcohol from my shop?
Yes, we will.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else that we can think of?
I don't see how Raven didn't pair us up based on personalities because I love y'all.
Maybe they did. The algorithm dragon is a precious thing.
So we should get over there.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's fucking do this thing.
Suit up.
So for putting on the outerwear over, and in this case, Tank's actually going to leave his vest behind, and drop it off at his place, and then just have his other light armor jack that he wears under the reversible tiger claw stuff, and just pocket the mask. That way he doesn't get his other vest screwed up in all of this.
What if some of the tiger claws there, like when all this starts to happen, what if they try to pull y'all out to save you? Like, hey guy, like we need to get the fuck out of here, and they're like trying to get you out because they think you're one of them.
Friendly fire's a bitch.
You got orders from higher up to remain there.
Okay. Just because I don't want to die. I
You're
don't
not
want any of you to
die.
die.
You're not going to fucking
really,
die.
really scary.
Is this your first time, Kish?
Well, I thought that was obvious. Like,
Holy
I'm
shit,
usually
my
not a
fucking
part
Kish
of
is
it.
scary.
You never forget your first. Unless you're really drunk, in which case doesn't count. Don't get drunk.
Do it.
All right.
Don't
Let's do it.
just stop.
maybe not get drunk tonight because this is like a really big job.
Take a nice
Drunk
stiff
afterwards. We're getting plenty wasted afterwards.
fortify with liquid courage to steady your camera hand,
Yeah,
and then
let's
Not
take-
yours, because
everybody-
remember he kind of shakes a little bit when he's taking the
Everybody
shot.
take a shot.
Ooh, we should do a celebratory team shot. Ah, that's like a great idea. Gnostic, look at you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a quick shot.
hopefully if we snuff it, they'll have a drink for us in the afterlife.
If anyone wants a chaser, fucking Chew 2 fucking tastes like shit.
You had yourself a nomad special, I see.
It's
Right.
easy to come through.
Nothing like the old Santiago.
Earn your way to Valhalla.
Yeah, and y'all can
We're-
have your initial shot and get all your things together, get your outfits taken care of with the reversible blazer look, and then you all gather up. You can go down the company vehicle. As always, the driver can take you to the club and drop you off, or you can combat cab it, or however you want to approach. What's the plan here? We'll streamline it to the evening time. Like I said, unless there's something else that you needed to do during the day, just let me know.
Company driver like a block away?
Yeah, block away from the club with the company driver.
With all the expenses, we'll be making like a net profit of like 30 eddies for this job.
I'm gonna send one more text to my brother.
Mhm.
I know like he hasn't been replying for like a while, but I would send a text to him saying, I'm trying to look for him. I am being very careful, but I'm trying to follow in his footsteps to hopefully find where he's at.
Yeah, you send that, and there's no reply.
And if I don't send any more messages, I'm sorry. And I hope you're okay. And don't worry about me.
Yeah, you send all that, and as usual lately, no reply back. But the company driver takes you over through Night City, not that far, where Raven Microcyb is, and Euphoria and Savage Ox is kind of like this triangular area there in Little Europe, kind of over there between the Glen and Little Europe. And it doesn't take long at all. It takes you all of 20-30 minutes to cut through traffic and get over here. You're just over a block away. The driver pulls over and lets you out, just to kind of get a visual of the club, the crowd, just generalize. Everyone give me a perception. I just want to see the different levels of perception as you're kind of getting out and acclimating to being out in the city.
Can I use a +2?
That's up to your team.
I would say save those. We're going to probably need them in a little bit.
Also, I forgot to remind the group that Rob graciously allowed us to keep one of our +2s from my lovely wife from last game.
Look who's saying lovely wife now. So quick jumping on that. You're like into it. That's so cool.
You have an extra +2.
Hell yeah.
And since we're not in combat, I will put now 5 of my points into threat detection.
Yeah, you can do that. That makes sense too. I would imagine the solo on the way there is just trying to be as perceptive as possible,
Just keyed up? Okay.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's see. What did everybody get? Let's go through it. Let's see. Belladonna Jax got a 12. Hank C, 13. Kish, 10. Gnostic, 17. Scarecrow, 11. It's crazy. Everyone's not doing that well except Gnostics, and usually you would kind of picture that the opposite with the way Gnostics has been acting today. He's been a little bit rowdy, but it makes sense that maybe he's kind of kicking into gear with the plan when he gets there, where the rest of you are kind of shaking off that shot. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, you can see basically a crowd out front. A line up to the club. The club's already happening. It's evening time. It's been going. This place pretty much only shuts down for that 6-hour period every Monday for restocks and supplies and such, maybe a theme changeover. In this case, it's a 2-week event, so there is no theme changeover. Monday would probably just be a restock, but as you go there, yeah, crowd, big line crowd kind of going in. You can hear the music from here. Over a block away, you can kind of see the neon lights hitting the sky and the advertisements popping up in the holograms of different sponsors and stuff. You can see all the lit up posters of entertainment lining the wall. But Gnostics, one thing that you notice that the others don't is there's a crowd, there's lots of shit going on. But in between the neons, the lights, the spotlights, you can clearly see a couple NCPD cars pulled right up front, kind of on the other side of the crowd. Kind of hard to see, but you can see it right up front. They got their lights going. You can even see the managers out there. You see security. They're talking to a couple NC police officers. Some type of commotion or something might have just happened. And this is where we'll take our 5-minute bio break. Just as Gnostics notices that and nobody else does. Let's hope he points it out to the rest. Maybe you can engage in that conversation. We can see what's up when we get back. But don't anybody...
Rob, I love it when you do this. The player in me hates it. The DM in me just wants to applaud you for it.
There is an art to a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah, always.
I'm definitely taking notes.
Nice. But yeah, chat, don't go anywhere. Literally, just about 5 minutes, just a little bio break. We'd love for you to stick around so you're there when we get back. I'm going to leave the mics hot, so if the team wants to talk plans or anything else, chat can be part of it in here. So there we go. We'll be right back.
I'm just imagining Gnostics now. It's not telling anyone, but just leaning out the door and just flipping off the cops, going, Suey! As we just... Oh...
He's not much of an asshole. I mean, he's an asshole, but...
But he's not the. It's like I'm time to threaten the.
I'm not gonna fuck over everybody, but yeah, he is an asshole.
He's a principled asshole. It's the best kind.
An asshole with manners.
Yeah.
I was gonna say earlier before we started, very Westworld of you. Come dressed as a man in black.
Yeah. I've got my Lamat here somewhere.
You just need a black Stetson.
Yeah, I love your your outfit this time. Like black shirt, black tie, black jacket. I don't know where you got this in real life, but you look fucking killer.
It's the same old vest. The jacket was a gift from the mom-in-law. The shirt was a gift from my buddy Rolando, who I was the best man at his wedding, and got all the groomsmen those really comfortable, breathy Cuban cigar shirts.
Mm-hmm. That's a smoking jacket.
Yeah, it has a bit of a tail on it, so this is more like a cowboy smoking jacket too. So I just need to grab my black Stetson, and then I'd be fit to be
a man in black.
Yeah. Then you've been sitting across from death, and you didn't know it this entire time.
Something tells me shit's about to go real.
So, as we step out of the our ride, Belladonna's gonna kind of step over to somewhere quiet and take out her agent and get ready to place this call. But
nice.
You guys would see her mumbling to herself.
Oh! Are we gonna get a roll of dice in which?
If you guys catch it.
And let's see if I crit fail another perception check. But I wonder if we're gonna get a roll of dice and which personality takes over. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, because like in certain situations, in certain contexts, Belladonna has no clue of who she's talked to in the past or who she's dealt with. So the different personas have different recollections of situations or contacts.
Oh, trust me. Once Hank sees that the NCPD is there, he's gonna lose his shit.
Jax is quite the rabble rouser, so if if I see you like get in the thick of it, I'll definitely have your back. It's not beneath me to grab a couple of unopened champagne bottles or bottles of any kind and smack people over the head with it.
Yep, that's something Hank would do.
And then try to play it off like, oh my god, I just saw that. Are you okay? Do you need medical services? My shop's not too far away from here. I can have you there in a jiff, and I can help you out for a small fee.
Some props on him. There you go. It's Black Stetson. Now I'm all set.
Love it.
Wrong character theme, but I did make for for my Tuesday game because they have no everyone in Cyberpunk Red is generally pretty good at combat if you got the skills for it, but they have no dedicated solo, and they're doing a straight up like Raid Redemption Dread mission. It's a mega building been taken over by Maelstrom, and they gotta get the guy at the top. And it's like, okay, we have some cash. We need to get a solo or two, and one of them, his handle is Slow Hand. He's like a 6th Street straight up like cowboy poser, biggest fucking iron on his hip. Like we're getting the Clint Eastwood knockoff.
I thought that song was the one that I put in the chat was apropos for this for tonight's festivities.
And funny enough, I actually had thought about that. Was like, yeah, if Hank could get on the stage, he'd absolutely do a punk rock version of Ballroom Blitz.
I was thinking either that or if you've heard the Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson duet of Helter Skelter.
Oh, I would go with Rob Zombie's version of Boogeyman.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Although I think my favorite thing, like, also just because of this, how it just carbon dated me a bit, but it's that it came out like the past year. It was like the anniversary of the release of Hellraiser, then like the 25th anniversary of that song, and it was Ozzy and Motorhead doing it together. And they just popped up on my feed, like, what's this? And I just melted into my boots. It was so good.
No, I'm loving the younger people on my TikTok feed. When I was talking about Stranger Things 4, how many of them were talking about like Metallica is awesome, and I'm like,
wait, you're not recite the old magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
Exactly. It's very much how I felt of like, do not speak to me of the old magics. I was
Reviving
there.
the old ways.
I was there when it was born.
I mean, I did love on TikTok when he had Metallica duet, duet the guy playing the song. Like that's awesome. That's wholesome. I've always appreciated them as a band.
Pull up a chair. Let me tell you, I was there when it was forged.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was there 3,000 years ago. Cast it into the fire.
With every strike of the hammer.
We're geeks. We really are.
Yep. Guys, well, I love with all the details coming out for the Rings of Power, and they showed, I don't know if it was Sauron or supposedly like a follower of Sauron, but they straight up look like Eminem, and people have been remixing lines about Sauron, but to the tempo and theme of Eminem songs. Like this is, yeah, you guys kind of deserve that one.
Yeah, I saw the Ring. I saw the Ring of Power trailer. And yeah, that was dope. I actually just saw it pop up on my Instagram feed. Marvel announced Avengers: Secret Wars as the next film coming out in November 2025.
It's not a film. It's a whole Disney Plus show that's supposed to happen with.
Oh, okay.
And I'm so excited because it's gonna have, for the amount of times that Sam Jackson has played Nick Fury in the MCU, like as just a side character, I feel like for once he's going to be a main character, and I am so excited for that.
So he was kind of a main character in Spider-Man: Far From Home, where where he had that wonderful line of "Bitch, you've been to space."
Bitch, you've been to space. We gotta use some of these +2s though. We have so many.
Oh, we will be. We will be. We will be. Considering what Rob is throwing at us, we will be.
Yes,
I like
have a
Samuel
variety
Jackson in
we have
class.
we have 3 plus, so 3 -2s for our any stat checks. Plus, Rob was gracious enough to.
Oh no, those were for next roll. Those weren't for stat checks. Those were for next roll.
Well, they all say for next roll, but Rob always lets us hold on to them and use them.
I'm gonna hurt you, Ninja.
So,
Next Star Wars game, I'm throwing you into a garbage compactor. Ninja on the Roof is in my Monday Star Wars games.
I'd love to play in it.
He's
Where's TTRPG?
Yeah, he is. Best way you can describe it, and Ninja, I hope you're listening, is if Hank Hill was a Mandalorian.
Oh my god.
Do I look like I know what a disintegrator ray is?
Damn it, Bobby.
I collect my bounty.
I'll tell
Damn
you
it,
what,
Bobby.
that final ain't right.
Oh, look, we got another.
Oh, he's saying bring it on.
Oh, sweet my child.
Yeah, no, Nutty Artist is the he plays the Nomad in the campaign I run on Sundays.
Oh man.
Damn it, Bobby.
Is the Nomad player in my Tuesday games. His Nomad is essentially D Silver from Treasure Planet.
Mm.
and I'm just like, all right, yes, you are one peg leg away from being just a one man poser gang.
Yeah.
Okay, we're accruing too many -2s.
I know.
That's just not nice.
I don't even know how I could classify our Nomad. He's for the first thing that popped into my head is Terry from Solar Opposites. That's very wild and just a miscellaneous player is what I would call it. See it pull so much random shit.
All right, I'm back. Are we ready?
Welcome back. Yeah.
I'm so excited too. I'm officially off crutches. I was even able to get a shoe over my broken toes. So now I'm hobbling on with a sneaker on, and I'm hoping by Gen Con I'll appear completely normal to people that don't know any better, watching me walk around awkwardly.
Have you trimmed your dreads?
No, I'm gonna do that right before we go. I got to take off at least 2 inches, otherwise I'll be dragging the floor. And you can see like a couple of these are they're getting blunt because I keep cutting them, the ones that go the longest, and it's like kind of hard to cut through them. But I'll make do. Or I'll just clean the floor at Gen Con. It's all good. All right, let's go back. Here we go.
No, my good man. That's how you crud.
Everyone can see us and hear us now. I just walk around sweeping the floor with my dreads, just dragging them. Then at the end, wring them out. Oh.
This is -4 to wardrobe and style.
a -4 to wardrobe, so I ring them out. A couple dice fall out. It's weird. It's Gen Con.
I believe that's very high DC or DV for resist torture and drugs.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Thanks, chat, for hanging out. Yeah, the team was just pulling up to Club Euphoria. While the rest of you were getting out, kind of getting your cases, going over the plan, kind of chatting, Gnostics looks over. Everyone noticed, like, oh, it's crowded. Things are already happening. You're talking to each other, but Gnostics kind of cut through the crowd. He notices, like, there's some NCPD up in there with their lights on and everything. Like, something is going on or something. Hard to tell from here. I'll let you take it from there, Gnostics.
We got some fucking pigs up front. Looks like we have a little presence with our friends with the NCPD. Not my bag.
Fuck.
Maybe we should send someone to go about the situation?
Not me. I won't do it.
Doesn't look like I'm gonna fucking do it. I'd say Kish a fucking scarebear over there.
What time is it?
Yeah, we'll say that you got there, between 6 and 7. You told Bianca you'd be there around 7. I know Hank and everyone wanted to kind of get there for potential load-in and sound check, which is kind of around that time. We'll say between 7 and 8 was typical. We'll say Gnostics saw that on the schedule, just kind of set a time. So yeah, a little bit before that, between 6 and 7.
Okay, so I was thinking if she was there, I would call her, but she's probably not there yet. I could go see. I mean, I'm sure since there are police here, I'll be safe. If
Just
like
tell me
that thing.
why they're here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I could go, and I think I'll be fine. Don't want me to go see.
Okay, just hit us up on the communicator. Let us know what's going on.
Does anybody want to go with me? Because I'm like honestly, I'm just a little scared.
Scarecrow just offer his arm.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
As you two step away, I'm gonna find a quiet corner somewhere or reasonable distance away. Kind of mumble to myself.
Yeah, you all post up. What was that, Gnostics?
I was gonna say while he has the radio communicator in one ear, he puts another headphone in and is like turning up his music player and just continuing to listen to his music, just posting up, just.
Nice. Yeah, you listen to that, and everyone hangs out. Well, Kish and Scarecrow approach the club. You can see there's a big line of people. It's as I described earlier. You can hear the music blaring from inside, but there is a bit of a commotion. There's like people gathered up front, and as you get there, you get up closer, and you can see the manager of the building. And you know the manager because of the little encounter with her in the previous days when you were at the club. But yeah, you basically see her up there, the manager, Hayes. You can see, it looks like a couple security guys. You can see that door guy that was there before. It looks like there's some other security guy with him standing there. You can kind of wearing the same outfit. And then you can see them, like I said, talking to NCPD as you're approaching.
Do we recognize any tiger claws or like or anyone that's involved in what seems to be the problem? Are there anybody that we know that or would perceive to know?
No, you don't. You don't see anybody that you know. Nothing like that. But give me a let's do a luck check for fun. Just give me a 1d10. Let me know if it's under your luck stat.
He's one of those -2.
I was gonna say, would a -2 help?
You said just a luck roll.
Oof.
Just a 1d10.
Oh,
Can you use a -2?
And I want to see if it's under your luck stat.
oh, if I click it. Oh,
just-
yeah. I rolled a 3. So I mean, when I rolled on there, I clicked luck, but you said not to do that. So I rolled.
Oh, that's fine.
A D10. I got a 3, and my luck's a 5.
Yeah, that's fine. So 3 is under your luck stat of 5, and as you're approaching, you don't see anybody that you recognize, anything like that. But just as you're getting kind of towards the front, you see the manager talking with PD, and it looks like 3 other NCPD officers come out kind of like heavily armed. One of them has a rifle in a hand, and the other 2 look like they each have a guy kind of like wrapped up. So they're the 2 other PDs out of the 3 are escorting 2 males out of the club. You don't recognize them or anything, but they've got like 2 males kind of arms behind their back, and they're kind of pushing them and putting them into the cop car. And as you look, you see there's another guy already in the back seat of one of the cop cars, and he's like yelling and banging on the window and stuff. But that's what you see as you're approaching.
I'm taking pictures and video. Like being the media, like I have to. Like I see interesting stuff, and so I'm automatically I've got my agent out, and I'm recording and watching everything.
Hell yeah.
Are there any gang colors on these guys, or any other like identifying marks for affiliation?
Or the other band?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Oh boy. The last roll went so well. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 21.
Nice. Yeah, you are seeing some colors on there. Give me a 1d10. This is just a little
Oh,
rep
boy.
check. A little rep check. And Kish, you can give me a 1d10 now that Scarecrow points out the colors. You're both right there, kind of.
Roll the 3 again.
They can use a +2 or -2.
You can use a -2 anytime you want. The only thing I don't allow are any of the chat rewarded bonuses on like rank rolls. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Was this for? Oh, I already rolled it, so I'm not going to use any of the things. But so it was a 6 for me.
Okay, and what did Kish get?
3 again.
You did a 1d10.
Yeah. Got my point for me.
Oh, okay. I thought you. I was looking in Roll20. Sorry. Yeah, you absolutely. Yeah, you recognize them. Scarecrow, not as much. You like point out the colors, but it's not clicking with you. But Kish recognizes the pattern and the colors. As these guys are part of the Piranhas. They're known as kind of like a rowdy party sort of gang. Kish has maybe even done some articles on them when she did some party coverage back in the day. And the Piranhas are kind of like known for dealing drugs, fucking around, getting a little too fucked up in public sometimes, doing crazy booster gang shit.
Belladonna or Jax?
What's that?
No, when you were trying to score at the club last time and you ended up finding stuff, or like, do you remember like who, or did you know like what gang or like what affiliation the person that had it was with?
My fixer contact?
Yeah, Belladonna. Yeah,
Fixer talk?
yeah, the fixer. She's referring to that guy Max, the fixer that you got drugs. She's asking if you
Yeah.
noticed any affiliation with him, which you didn't. At the time, you just did the deal with him and never really checked out who he was with or what was going on. So you don't know. You don't know if he does or doesn't.
Sorry, love.
Okay, so what's going on? It's kind of like a good thing for us. It looks like the Piranha Gang. Like, I don't know if you'll know who that is, but anyway, so they also dabble in the forbidden fruit. So this might be better for our tiger claw hookup.
Those are fucking drugs, but yeah.
Yeah, it could be good for us or bad. And I'm saying this away from the crowd. We're not going to hear me. I have backed up. Yeah, so it could either be really good for us or really bad for us because they might be really tight on security now. But it might be good for us because now they don't have any competition. And they can just get in here fine. So,
We'll see if we can use it to our advantage.
yeah.
So we don't want me to call Max?
No, give Max a call anyway. Yeah, give Max a call anyway.
So if we can confirm that his party isn't going to make it tonight, then we'll, because of something that's popped up, then we'll know.
Oh, should I text Toto and be like, hey, so your competition just got what's the word, like pinched? That's the word. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Yeah, so your competition just got pinched. So good for you. Get here soon. It's gonna be a hot night.
Absolutely,
XOXO
Kish.
send.
Yeah, absolutely, Kish.
And I will send a picture as well. So,
Yeah, you get a message. Yeah, you get a message back, and it says something along the lines of, "Was looking forward to date night, but now it's looking like this might even turn out better than I thought. Thanks for the heads up."
Are you going to want me to get scarce before your Prince Charming shows up, Kish?
that he decided this is just a job, but it's fine. We should probably regroup though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and while you head back to the group, Belladonna or Jax, let me know who's giving Max a call.
Well, if either Hank or Gnostics is kind of looking around for where I went, I'll be like mumbling before I make my phone call, mumbling to myself, making hand gestures. And then I'll place
We
the
said
call.
we weren't going to talk about it. We said we weren't going to talk about it now.
We said we weren't going to talk about it.
We said we weren't, and we're going to stick to it.
Yeah, you give him a call. He answers. This is Max.
Max, this is Jax.
Okay.
Just wanted. I just came across a juicy bit of information, and I wanted to pass your way.
Okay. Shoot.
So I got wind from a contact that the Tiger Claws might be trying to muscle in on your business. Just wanted to kind of see how much weight that would carry with you as far as favors. And anytime I needed to score some drugs or some work on other deals as well.
Well, I mean, I don't take this the wrong way. I don't remember who you are. Obviously, you've got this line, so we've done business, so everything's cool. But yeah, that everyone's after my shit. Everyone's flexing on my territories and everywhere I go. I mean, can you give me some more info than that? Like, what's going on?
They're coming in to deal at the club tonight.
Oh.
Yeah. And
Oh, so you're referring to the Euphoria, the whole event party, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Tiger Claws, you say, huh?
Yeah. And, kind of a large entourage, I think.
That's no problem. My boys should already be up in the club anyways. I'll be there in a little while. Yeah. So what's up? You in the club? Are you seeing them or something? How many am I looking out for?
A good dozen at least.
Oh.
Could be more.
Okay, that's fucking serious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call my boys. We run deep, but not that deep. So what's the favor worth? If this pans out, sure, I'll hook you up. What's up?
And maybe just a future favor or a little bit lower prices on anytime you need to score some synth coke.
Okay. Yeah, and give me a conversation, Belladonna. All right, yeah. That sounds reasonable. I'm gonna hit up my boys if things are adding up the way you're saying. If there's some Tiger Claws kind of flexing on my territory in the club tonight, we'll handle it. And yeah, saving your number now. What was the name again? What was that? It cut out.
This is Jax. I have a
Okay.
ripper shop in like nearby.
Oh.
I can send you the deets.
Yeah, do that. Ripper Duck's good to know too. Maybe some side business there. Okay, I'm gonna look into this, and we'll be in touch.
Glad to be of help.
Yeah,
Talk
he
to
hangs
you.
up.
Bye.
And yeah, Scarecrow Kish, you make it back to the group to see Hanks and Gnostics kind of debating with each other like, we weren't going to mention it, let's just let it go. And then Bella's getting off the phone as you all approach.
Stream, Jack. Stream.
It's a good word.
All
Deal's
right.
done. I passed along the information. Should be an interesting show.
Yes, it should be. All right. In that case, then, I think it's time for me and Scarecrow to go through the performer's entrance. See you guys in the club.
Don't have too much fun.
Oh, never.
I plan to have a lot.
I'm allergic to it.
Did we ever settle on who's wearing the fucking jackets?
Yeah, me and Scarecrow.
All right. I'm just going in there. Sans connections.
Be inside. And I'll start making my way to the performer's entrance around the back.
Yeah, you see Gnostics, Belladonna, and Kish make your way to the front. Kind of getting in that big line. It is moving. People are kind of getting back in now that the commotion is dying down. You see NCPD dealing with the manager, signing some paperwork and some things, doing some photos. You see some hologram stuff of the different people and of the manager. It looks like they're definitely doing some type of report about whatever just went down. Then you see NCPD pulling out as the manager goes back in. Security gets back to normal as Hank and Scarecrow make their way around the building. Back to the university side, half of this club, like I mentioned before, is kind of attached to the big parking lot, and then adjacent garage to the university. And back there's this sort of big vape section to the club, where's that back entrance. And then you can see the big sort of drop door and side entrance where kind of like the backstage would be. And right as you come around that area, Hank and Scarecrow, give me a perception.
Use a +2.
Actually, I was going to go ahead and use a couple points of luck for this.
Okay.
Wow, another one.
Yep. So
15.
So with two points of luck, that'll bump me to a 13.
Nice,
So,
yeah.
A 15 for me, even with the critical failure.
Yeah, you both, again, good enough that, you come around and you basically see the big tour bus. You can see the Chromie Scavers logo on the side of it. You see some fans kind of around the tour bus, kind of looking, taking pictures with the logo, selfies, and stuff like that. And then the other thing that you notice is Pokey, the manager, standing out front of the tour bus, kind of like in between the bus and the back door. And it looks like he's fucking around on his agent.
Look at Scarecrow. I told you they had a fucking bus.
If they can turn a corner, it'll do.
I mean, it could also blow up real good.
Think of all the nice booze that'll probably get lost. And maybe other things, since it seems someone has a thing for synth coke.
This is true. There's probably a lot of good stuff on there. And we could probably take it and make some money off of it.
It's just we're being paid for a dick on this job.
No shit. All right. I'm going to avoid Pokey and try not to cause any kind of scene with him. But I will make my way to the side entrance to the backstage.
I'll walk abreast with you and just stand between you and Pokey.
Okay.
Yeah, you make your way to that side entrance and kind of like getting by a Pokey or whatever. Both of you give me a stealth. And what I'd like to do is Hank gets the stealth. Scarecrow gets the assist by giving me an athletics. So Scarecrow athletics, and then Hank C, you give me stealth. And if Scarecrow beats the DV I have here in mind for it, you'll get a +1.
Ugh.
Nope. I think you yeah, you can.
Damn Scare off night.
Yeah, very off night for Scarecrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the +2s.
RNGesus taketh.
And that'll be a 20 for me.
Nice. Yeah, as you're trying to make your way to the side door, at one moment, Scarecrow trying to block, does such a bad job it actually gets Pokey's attention. He kind of stops on the phone and like glances over and looks, but then like goes back to the phone. Like Hank sees it coming and kind of dips behind Scarecrow. Luckily, Hank was very stealthy because Scarecrow is not being very athletic. But it worked. Pokey does not notice you as you make your way to the side entrance. And just as you get up to the side entrance, we get back over to the front of the club as Kish, Gnostics, and Jax make their way through the crowd, the line going in. You make your way in. Security directs you in through the security scan. Once again, if you have any weapons that are not internal, security is going to have you place them into security check and give you the appropriate ticket to check them out.
Can I do the same thing that I did?
I like the gun.
Nice.
If I must here, I better get it the way I get. Giving it to you.
It'll be good. Here's your ticket. He puts it in the locker.
This is a medical tool for me. Got the limp and everything.
Okay, that should be fine. And yeah, he doesn't notice, he just lets you go on by, doesn't even inspect the cane. So yeah, if anybody has any the weapons, Kish, Jax, Gnostics, any external other than the cane that's hidden, yeah, I got to put it in the locker. Any cyberware weapons, internal and things like that, you're able to get in. But you enter the club, and it's as you remember it from being there before. I'll bring up some imagery here on chat so everybody can kind of get a little visual, a little vibe setting for the icy themed club where everything is sub-zero for the sake of this biochip. Here we go. That way chat can check it out. You got the ice bar, the big sort of lounge downstairs. You can hear the music playing. I'll bring up that in a moment, just some club tones. But yeah, you get in and it's crowded. You got in here a bit later than the last time you were here. And if you remember when you were there, it was progressively getting more and more crowded as the night went on. But this time you didn't kind of roll in the late afternoon. It's kind of late evening. And it's already pretty crowded, and the crowd's just continuously coming in. Won't be long before it's shoulder to shoulder. But you see the elevator leading up to the dance floor. The bar is pretty much full, and you see an automated sort of AI dropping down, serving people as these mechanical arms are going. You can, Gnostics, Jackson Kish, you can kind of see like the bar's working again. Seems like they got that shit fixed.
You did that, right?
I don't really suppose we're going to be getting behind the bar with the same excuse we did last time.
I
Let's
mean,
get that
but
back
you were sweet on that bartender, though, right?
Let's get
Or the
that
bartender was sweet on you?
I mean, he is a handsome man. But I mean, let's get that back. Can I get in that back office? Do you think you can help with that? Getting that manager out of there.
Oh no, the manager's out front still.
True.
Well, I'm gonna try to, if I can, to see her side office there.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way over to the bar, and as you kind of approach the bar, and just as you're about to pass the bar, it's almost like there's some type of sensory around the bar or something. But as you get within that distance, the drop down pops, and hello, welcome to Club Euphoria. What can I get you to drink tonight?
Jesus fucking Christ! Jesus, Mary and Joseph, that fucking thing freaks me out.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of that drink. What would you like to drink tonight?
Johnny Silverhands.
No problem. And yeah, you basically see the AI come to life, the mechanical arms come down, and within seconds you have your Johnny Silverhand. I mean, it goes on to ask you, Jackson and Kish, what you would like to drink.
I just wave it off. I'm good for now.
And
Yeah, the mechanical arms go to work, make you drink, passing Jax, and the AI just says, please wave your hand when you're ready to order. What was that, Kish?
a strawberry daiquiri, because those take a fuck shit ton long to make, so it will be distracted while you go. Maybe. Strawberry daiquiris take a long time, and they're a pain in the ass, and I hate it when people look at them.
All of us, but I suppose I'll take 2 of these, so then... and he, like, double fist 2 of them.
And pina coladas.
Nice.
And mudslide. Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah, the AI goes to work. You see the arms coming out, and it starts like making multiple mixed drinks, a pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, things like that. And also PWB mentions 2 drink minimum, which I think is funny. Been in places like that. But that does remind me, deduct 20 eddies, each of you that went in the front entrance. Don't forget, I almost forgot that it is a 20 entrance fee. Pretty expensive event just for a walk up. But you get in, and yeah, the mechanical arms are going to work making these mixed drinks. You probably, if you do have a couple moments, yeah, I think Kish kind of bought you a little bit of time by ordering a few mixed drinks there, Gnostics.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get in that side door there.
Play lookout.
Should I roll a stealth check?
Yeah, I was gonna wait to see if you were just gonna do like you said, went to the side door, or if you were gonna mention that, and luckily you did. So yeah, give me your stealth.
Using a +2. We have so many. Oh, good lord! Oh my gosh! Even with the +2, it's terrible.
Nice. Yeah, you try to make your way over there, and Jax, give me a perception. Yeah,
Oh,
you're heavily distracted by the elaborate arms making these mixed drinks and slicing these fake strawberry wedges and things like it's just kind of hard to see people dancing, loud music. But Gnostics makes his way over to the side door, and Gnostics, just as you get to the door, you hear a couple of voices kind of like chatter out and say, I don't think he works here. And then one of them just kind of like laughs as you see like a couple people at the bar like notice you going over to the manager's door and kind of fuck with it. As you see, it has a digital lock. It looks like you need some type of access pass to get in this thing.
So no electric security check on that one.
Yeah, you can. That could be your next action if that's what you want to do. But you make your way over to notice that as you hear those voices say that, and the drink is just getting finishing made as Kish notices, and Belladonna doesn't notice much else, or Jax rather. But just as you notice that it's the electronic lock, we go back to the backstage as Hank gets up to the side entrance to basically see the same type of thing. You basically see an electronic lock. Needs some type of access pass. Looks like some type of magnetic pass to swipe through or put up to it.
It's not open yet for anyone to get in, or for the band to get in?
No, it's not open right now. The store is closed.
Gnostics. We've got a locked door.
Working on it.
Work faster, please. We need to get in.
I'm trying, mate. Like, hope your fucking jets.
You can't rush hard.
They're waste.
Yeah. So
I'm actively watching the front door to make sure that the manager doesn't come back in. By the way.
nice. Yeah. Then you hold your action after ordering the drinks. We can stay on the next one, holding it while lookout. And yeah, Hank and Scarecrow. So yeah, you make your way up. You see that it's the pass key. Scarecrow kind of radios into Gnostics. What are y'all doing?
Since we're having to wait at this point, I look at Scarecrow and just go, well, we could start some shit now with Pokey, or we could just try to hide a little bit and hope that he doesn't notice us until we can get the door open.
At this phase, I think it's the best to play the card of don't start none, won't be none. If Pokey spots us and decides to start some, then we'll finish it, and they'll be down a manager.
Works for me. All right, I'll scoot down and try to like stay out of sight for the most part until we can get the door open.
Okay, yeah, you
You
can.
know, as best I can with get fucking guitar case and an amp.
No, exactly. But yeah, you can at least stealthily try to get away from the door now. Maybe kind of putting yourself in between the fans that are around taking selfies, and where Pokey's standing in front of the tour bus. You kind of go around. So yeah, give me another stealth.
+2.
I'll just take it as it is now with a 15.
Yeah, as you make your way away like from the door, you basically see Pokey lift up and notice you. He's on his agent. He's fucking around on it, but as you go, just looks up again. This time you see him look right past Scarecrow and just like notice you. Then he looks at like your guitar and amp, and he just looks a little bit confused, and then he like puts his agent in his pocket, and he's just kind of like looking at you, like you can tell he's thinking.
At which point I whisper to Scarecrow, I'm like, well, shit's about to get interesting.
He comes over here, he'll just get himself in a nice little arm lock bear trap. Don't engage until he engages.
At which point I just kind of lean back against the wall and I'm just like, if he's going to start something, he's going to come over.
Yeah, you chat amongst each other. He kind of like looks and thinks, then you lean up against the wall, and then he just like, you see his shoulders drop, and then he starts approaching. He walks over, and as he walks up, and he's like, Hank C. We met. Yeah, you were talking about performing or something.
Yeah, I got put on the bill. Now.
Okay, so you worked it out with NC Events.
No. I did work it out with the club. As far as they're concerned, I'm on the bill.
Okay, yeah, it's coming back to me. Yeah, we talked about this. That was the discrepancy last time that we spoke. yeah, the club event calendar has nothing to do with the private event. It's coming back to me now. Yeah, you need to take that up with NC Events. I see you're here. You got some equipment, but this is throwing me off. This is obviously a Chromie Scabbers event. And he like points at the tour bus.
I kind of look at Scarecrow.
And yours is gonna be like, do you want me to?
And I just kind of look at Scarecrow and like, you know, I really don't like I really don't like his attitude. I really don't. Particularly considering I'm a local rocker boy, and I can absolutely do a quick gig before Chromie Scabbers starts, make myself some eddies, and get the crowd warmed up. You've obviously heard of me. Now, we can work something out real quick, and I can go on first. Do a quick gig. No harm, no foul. Your guys will still get to go.
Yeah, give me a conversation.
Use them.
It's like,
The end of the session. Use them.
let me speak to your manager.
I will absolutely use a +2 for this. And that'll be a 19.
Yeah, he says, look, I told you before, you need to take it up with NC Events. We've been booked on the private event for over a month. The marketing's been done. I know you said you're on the club calendar. It sounds like that was the old schedule. But you need to take it with Julie. NC Events, she should be inside fucking with Hayes, the manager, or something. And at that moment, you see out of the from behind him in the tour bus, it opens up. And you notice because some of the crowd and fans are around taking selfies, it's like, oh shit, and they're like all kind of making a commotion and stuff. And you hear a couple of them say, oh, there's Shaq. Oh, that's the Shaq, and they're like taking a picture. And you see this like kind of big guy come out, and you recognize him instantly. He's the front man of the Chromie Scabbers, very punk rock attire and stuff, but real chromed out. Like, you know, they've had a lot of mod work done, obviously. But he kind of steps out. Some people are taking pictures and stuff, and he just smiles and gets some pictures. And you see him like look over towards Pokey and all of you talking. And then he just starts like walking up, and he's like, hey, Pokey, what's this, mate? Who's this bloke? What's going on here? He kind of like walks up next to him.
Thanksy.
And you see Pokey just kind of turn to him. I got it handled. Look, he thinks he's performing. It's your gig. It's all good. But then the second you say Hank C, you see the Shaq basically change his attitude. Like he just kind of like looks at you and says, "Oh, I've heard of that name. I've heard of that. Upcoming rocker, right?"
Jade Storm, Before We Broke.
All right, yeah, I think I've heard of that. And now let's go back into the club. Just as you notice, the Shaq kind of recognizes the name. But you get inside the club, and yeah, Gnostics, you're at the door. You can see that it's a keypad. A couple people noticed you messing with the door. One even says, "I don't think that's the manager," and they're like laughing. Say, I don't know, maybe he's drunk. You hear some people kind of notice as you get to the door. Electric security locked. Kish watching the front door. Belladonna at the bar. The arms are kind of just getting done making those drinks. You can notice.
I'm going to use one of our +2s.
What was that?
So I am going to use one of these +2s.
Okay.
As he's cracking the lock, just be like, better not be Rabberty Scabbard. Rabberty Scabbard? No, never mind. And I crack in 16.
Nice. Yeah, you're not able to get it open. You mess with the lock, and you can tell that it's encrypted. You either need an employee pass or a little more work on this lock. And as you know, in order to do a secondary check on a failed check, there needs to be some type of like new circumstances added to the situation. So whether you have a tool to help yourself or some type of new situation with that lock now. But yeah, first attempt, you're not able to get in. It's pretty secure, very encrypted. And Belly, you notice that the arms just got done making the drinks and slide them over to you and Kish.
Kish, I think your drinks are ready.
Drinking these, there's way too much sugar in them.
I don't know. I'm not going to be drinking them drinking just yet.
Not like just as bad. Well, like not bad, but just as like mind altering.
Just priming for what's to come.
Are you nervous? Because I'm.
Oh no, not at all. I'm just need a little bit of to take the edge off before we start into the what's gonna happen next.
I'm going to the people that were kind of like noticing Gnostics. I'm going to be like, "Hey, free drinks," and I'm going to give them the drinks to distract them from watching Gnostics. A little bit like
Nice.
really good. You know, I know it's like a cold environment, so cold drink. These are really good if you've never had them before.
Yeah, give me a persuasion, and you get a +2 because free drinks, right?
Yeah.
Free. But it does require some type of check because, someone handing you drinks in a club, you're like, I don't know. Dark future, though, you're like, maybe they put some extra goodies in it. Like, they like that in the dark future. They're like, I hope she spiked it.
Yeah.
So what's up with that lock?
Especially since my friend's there. Going,
Right.
Yes. Is that salt or synth coke on that margarita?
Nice. Yeah, you go over and you see these two guys. There's also a girl with them, but she's not noticing. But the two guys that were looking at Gnostics and are like laughing, and then you say that, and oh yeah, we'll take some drinks. Hey, that's awesome. Thanks so much. One of them tries to put his arm around you, Kish.
I will let him.
Yeah, one puts his arm around. He's like drinking. He's like, oh, thanks so much. So who are you here with tonight? And starts drinking like they're socializing with you now.
Well, this is my friend, Belladonna. She's getting some pre-party starting. Like,
Ooh. The other guy that doesn't have his arm on Kish kind of like leans over and then looks at his friend and like, oh, she's got some of that nose candy. The other one like takes his arm off of you, Kish, and like leans over to Belladonna, and like both these guys are kind of like leaning in and like, hey, you bring enough for the whole class?
But somewhere private and party?
Not really, but no one gives a shit.
we've got some friends that are coming later that might have what you're looking for.
Oh, all right. I appreciate the drinks are good too. You don't want to share any of that. That's fine. All right. And the guy puts his arm back around you, and they're just kind of like laughing and socializing. And the other guy looks to you, Belladonna, just like, so what's up? So why are you guys here for the release party, or what are you guys doing here? Like, they're just normal, like, flirty conversation shit now, you know?
Just looking to have a good time. See where I'm on Friday night. See what's going on.
Oh, they look at each other. They like that you said that. But yeah, over to Gnostics, you see Kish and Belladonna or Jax, kind of distracting those guys that noticed you before as you're standing there, as you kind of fucked with the lock a little bit. But yeah, you see them distracting them. What are you doing?
I'm going to use all of my luck, all 4 points of luck. And, alright guys, our last +2, I want to get in this goddamn door. That's okay, everybody?
Do it.
For it.
I mean,
What's
you're
the
fucking linchpin, man? If you don't get in there, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah, what's the new circumstance here? Because you tried to pick the electronic lock with your electronic security check. What's different this time?
Well, I was using all my luck. Is that?
No. You have to have some type of like actual like circumstance in the action. Like there
Okay.
needs to be like an added tool or like an assistance from somebody in some way or something to help you with that or something different about your approach this time. Not just the +2 or luck. You know what I mean?
So I can't just like try to ram the door a little bit and hopefully that Jimmy's.
Okay. Well, if you want to, instead of using electronic security, if you want to do an athletics check to try to just muscle this door open, that's an absolutely different approach. Yeah.
All right, let's try
It's
that.
up to you.
All right. Can I use that same thing with my luck and my?
Yeah, you can use luck in points on that too. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right, so we're adding +6 into this. 22.
Nice. Yeah, you hit the door, and man, if it wasn't for those modifiers, it wouldn't have worked for you. But yeah, you hit the door, not really doing damage to the door, things like that, but you hear the electronic lock kind of like separate, and you feel the magnet lock kind of pull, like you hit it just hard enough to fuck up the electronic security lock, and you see it kind of like go crooked as the door opens, where like the peg, the magnetic peg that comes out is just kind of like jammed now. So like obviously this isn't going to work again. You fucked it up, but you got the door open. It opens, and you see a small office. Looks like it has an attached bathroom to it. Looks like some type of closet because it's open. You can see like some storage boxes, some jackets and clothing in there. But you do see a desk. There's a computer, a bunch of paperwork, a hologram clipboard sort of iPad thing. Yeah, some synth plants in here. A nice little painting of the Night City cityscape that's like lit up with neons. Yeah, you're in the manager's office. But just as you bust the door open and step in to see all that, let's take it backstage. Hank and Scarecrow, you're standing there, and yeah, Pokey was just telling you, what you've heard before, that it's whether you're on the club calendar means nothing to the private event. You need to talk with Julie at NC Events and blah, blah, blah. And then here comes the Shack, the front man for the Chromie Scavers, big chromed out punk rocker looking guy, steps up and is just like, what's going on, mate? Like, who's this bloke? And kind of like, I've got it handled. Pokey trying to assure him he's got it handled, just some scheduling issues or whatever. But then you chimed in, I'm Hank C. When he hears that, he recognizes the name. He just, I've heard that. Yeah, upcoming rocker, right?
Here's the deal, man. I got booked on the calendar, but unfortunately that didn't get transferred over to NC Events. I'm not trying to take your gig. That's the last thing I would want to do. I love you guys' stuff. All I'm looking to do at this point is let me go in, do a quick set. You guys still get to do your show. I get to rock out to the audience, maybe get some new numbers up for the album I'm going to be dropping in the next few months. And you guys still get to do your stuff. You still get paid for your event. Honestly, considering the mix-up, they're probably not even going to pay me for this. But it's a good chance to perform, get out there, get some new stuff out there. And I'm talking directly to Shaq at this point. I'm ignoring Pokey.
Yeah. No, and you can tell Pokey's a little bit annoyed. Like, even while you're talking, there's a couple moments where, like, Pokey, like, leans in trying to make eye contact with you. Like, he's the manager here, But then Shaq just steps aside. Obviously, you're talking to him, But give me a persuasion. You say all that. You can tell Shaq's listening. He's listening.
And I will go ahead. Let me see how many points of luck do I have? Okay, I've got 5. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 more points of luck for this. So that'll be a 16.
Nice.
With my luck.
Yeah, Shaq, he's like listening, and then as Pokey's going, he kind of like, Pokey, mate, come on, mate. And he like pushes aside. We all had our moment coming up, right? Look, I understand. Like, you want to come up, you want to open up. He likes your style. I think you give it a shot. You got to take it up with Miss Julie. She runs NC Events. She's inside, but she's a bit of a nutcracker. But I'll go with you, mate. I'll vouch for you. I like you. Few songs open up. Well, it wouldn't hurt nothing. I'll give you that +1. Little meta in the conversation, he says. I
appreciate it, Shaq. Like I said, I love you guys' stuff. And by the way, fucking tour bus is banging, man. Like, this is some serious shit right here. I imagine you got some party favors on board, don't you? Just a little bit to take the edge off after the show, right?
Well, if you know anything about our band, then you know.
I know, man. I've done my fair share of gigs. Nothing as big as you guys, but no, I appreciate it, man. We'll talk once we get inside. We'll talk to Julie. We can work something out. Like I said, man, obviously because of the mix-up, they probably ain't even going to pay me. But if I can just come in, do maybe 3-5 songs, you guys take the rest, we good.
Yeah, and you hear Pokey kind of chimes in like, trying to argue a little bit with the Shack, talking about the time frame of his set and how it would cut in, doing songs and stuff. And then the Shack just kind of cuts him off and goes on again talking about how he understands when you're an up and coming rocker, and we wouldn't have gotten to this point if someone didn't give us a shot. Like, come in, you can do like do 3 songs. You got 3 songs, mate. You can get in there, 3 songs. I'll bring you into Miss Julia right now. Like I said, she's a bit of a nutcracker. She doesn't necessarily have all the dots on her dice, but she's a bit of a nutcracker, and she's kind of strict. So you have to be a bit persuasive with her, but I will back you up. Let's go in. Come on. And he kind of like puts Pokey aside. You can see Pokey's upset, kind of going back on the tour bus. As Shaq walks you into the backstage door using his backstage pass that he has, he opens a side door, and you basically see behind the stage the music blaring, the temperature drop instantly as you step into this place. And the backstage is very small. You can see a bunch of equipment. You can see where the stage kind of automatically shifts to put out the equipment. You can see the whole setup for the chromie scavers. And then you can see some girl off to the side. Looks like she's talking with a couple crew people. The only reason is, that obviously says crew on the back of their outfits, their shirts. But Tank walks you over.
I make sure to motion for Scarecrow to follow me. That way, it's like as soon as I'm following Shaq in, it's like, bring your ass along, like, come on.
And Hero's going to shadow Pokey and have a tete-a-tete.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's Scarecrow doing?
I like to think there's because Scarecrow's escaped from the Chromie Scavver's view, and as soon as Pokey starts to leave, Hank definitely sees that shark sniffing blood kind of look in his face, like, hey, no, over here.
Exactly. A couple quick snaps of the finger, like, nope.
Yeah, and just as Scarecrow turns to kind of join you, you see Pokey stop at the bus and turn around just as Scarecrow turns away, like he didn't notice. It was just that moment where just about to catch him and see that he was following him. It could have been a little uncomfortable. But yeah, Scarecrow makes his way in too. And as you approach, the Tank just kind of gets Julie's attention. Hey, Miss Julia, this upcoming rocker here just wants to do a few songs. I'll let you take it from here. Just be patient. You can tell without even doing a human perception, like she just seems annoyed. She just turns around, just like, what's this? Oh, an opening act now? Now we're adding an act, really? Oh, okay, what's this about? She looks at you, Hank. But just as she looks at you, let's take it back to the club. So yeah, Gnostics, you just popped into this office. As you knock the door, you kind of see it as I described. What are you doing? Door just opened.
Gnostics does chime in over the radio, and like, from what I can hear, it sounds like, Hank, you're really good at tickling balls, actually.
See Hank just kind of like
mid conversation. Hi, I'm Hank.
But definitely take a look around this office, see where's best for me to jack in, and closing the door behind me.
Okay, yeah, you go in, you push the door. It doesn't fully close. Obviously, like I said, the lock is kind of jammed and fucked up. But it closes enough, it's just got that sort of crack opening where you can see some of the light shining and hear the music and such. But you get in, give me an interface to do a little scan. Nice, yeah, you can tell there's a system back here. There's an access point back here. I mean, you knew it was back here before, but now you've got it. It's pretty much, there's a manual jack in on her desk right to the side of her computer here, but there's also, the normal sort of jack in that you can do 6 meters away or whatever.
So I'm going to jack in.
Nice. Yeah, you jack in, and how many net actions do you have now? You ranked up, didn't you? Or you're 5 now, so still.
I still have.
Nice. Yeah, you jack in. You do your scan, you see it. You jack in, and right here you can tell you're facing a password 10.
Can I run a Pathfinder?
Yeah.
Or not.
You can do a Pathfinder. Okay. It just won't pass. If you don't get higher than 10, it won't get past that top thing. Pathfinder goes as deep in the system to let you know everything in there, as far as a DV, as far as you can get through the DV.
Like, I just want to make sure that it's the same.
Sure.
Not okay. I just wanted to make sure that it was the same as the architecture that I broke into last time.
Nice. Yeah, you can't seem to see past this top floor. You're not getting past that DV10 password. You're just about to see, but you can't see past that. But going back out into the club, Belladonna or Jax, whichever she is currently, and Kish, you're at the bar. These guys are kind of just making small talk, just kind of, fucking around a little bit, just flirting, talking about why you're there, just kind of killing time, and you guys are making that distraction for Gnostics to break into the door, which worked. They didn't notice it, no one noticed it. But Kish, give me a perception. You have a -2 because of being distracted by these guys.
Modifiers of 2s. Oh, that's what happened.
Nice. Yeah, you don't notice much. You just notice these guys are, they're flirting and stuff, but you can kind of also tell that they're, I don't know, maybe just taking advantage of the fact you gave them free drinks and stuff, like Jax didn't hook them up with synth coke, and now they're just kind of like, hey, drink's getting kind of low, what do you think, another round? And like,
by the way, do you work here, or what are you guys doing here? Just partying, or do you know people here? Tell me your story.
just partying here for the event. Took some selfies with that nano chip bullshit thing and did the whole tag, get them likes bullshit, and drinking and partying. It's the Headbangers Ball tonight. There's supposed to be chromie scabbers and shit. It's gonna get pretty rowdy.
Yeah, we're friends with the band, kind of.
Really?
Well, the act, possibly, maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
give me a conversation, because you're technically not lying, so I'll take conversation rather than persuasion. But
okay.
yeah, and the guys that kind of look at each other and like, yeah, she knows the band, yeah. Okay, and they kind of turn and start walking away from you and laughing to each other.
Oh, hey, at least we distracted them from
Did what we needed to do.
Yeah, exactly. That one smelled like fish anyway. It was disgusting. His armpit was up on me. Ew.
Now, is that a resist torture and drugs? Is there a fumage?
It's just scales.
It's horrible.
Vile skull.
Yeah, just as
will
you
actively go back to looking at the door.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of brush off that little incident. The guys kind of laugh. They don't really believe that, yeah, the band, and they kind of joke. But then you mention to Belladonna, hey, at least we distracted them for Gnostics. And then you turn your attention back to the door. And just as you kind of look at the door, you notice the office door. The manager is literally going to grab the office door handle. Your previous perception that you failed, being distracted by these guys, you missed that she walked in and was walking right up to the door. But just as you look at the front door, you notice her going to her office door.
I turn around.
Just as yeah, Belladonna.
I turn around and I start slamming my my hands on the bar, where the hell are my drinks? Acting freaking I'm kind of inebriated.
Nice.
I ordered them 10 minutes ago. Where the fuck are they?
Give me an acting.
She could have thrown her drink at the.
Are there any +2s?
There's no more +2s. Use your luck.
No.
I was just saying, at
you
the
have luck.
manager, just chuck
luck.
a daiquiri at her head.
Give me a second. Yeah, I will throw my luck into this.
As she's doing that, I will also oh my god, get out, abort. The manager's here.
God damn.
Nice. You
Sweet mother of God.
you basically start slamming on the bar and saying where's your drink and things like that, and kind of trying to cause a commotion. And then all of a sudden the AI drops down and says, "Excuse me, please calm down, miss. What drink did you order?" It starts trying to.
You know what? I just kind of. I actually pick up someone else's drink and I freaking I throw it at the behind him, and just start pointing it. You know what I ordered like 10 minutes ago. I still haven't gotten it.
Yeah, you see the AI basically. I'm sorry, I don't see anything in the records, and you see it kind of like scrolling. You can almost see like within the hologram itself of the AI, like the scroll list of the menu and going in drinks. And yeah, you're seeing that it's not registering, obviously. And then Kish, give me that perception now, since you were looking at the door, but then notice the manager. Nice. Yeah, you notice, as you're looking and Belladonna kind of making this commotion and the AI dealing with it, you see the manager kind of like stop at the door and like turn and look at the bar and kind of like look at Jack's making a commotion in the AI. But then you also notice one of those two security guards that was right there at the door starts walking towards the bar, and the manager just like looks and sees security's taking care of it and just nods and then turns back towards the manager's door about to open it. And we'll go to backstage with Hank C. and Scarecrow. So this Nutcracker Julie, without all the dots on her dice, basically is looking at you, Hank. So what's this about? Oh, great, adding another act. So what's this?
Julie, here's the deal. I got put on the calendar for the event, but that somehow did not get updated to you at NC event. Talking with Shaq here about things. All we're looking to do, let me go up, do 3 songs, won't cut into their time too much. I can bow out at that point, go enjoy myself in the club. That's it.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, you don't even have to pay me for this. I'll do this for free, gives me a chance to get some of my new music out. You don't have to pay me a dime for doing it.
Yeah, and then you see the Shaq leaning, like, come on, give the bloke a chance. Now, give me a persuasion.
Do I get a +1 from Shaq back?
Yeah, no, you do. You got the +1, like you mentioned.
Okay.
Which was weird. You're like, what is a +1? I don't get this, but okay.
And I will throw my last point of luck in here on this. Oh, fuck me swinging. Nope, that's a 7.
Yeah, you say that, and this is contested too, but yeah, she says, oh, yeah, just that simple, 3 songs, don't even have to pay you, but then I have to fuck with the whole schedule, fuck with the lighting, fuck with the sound, fuck with the night, like, it's not that simple, and then she looks at the Shaq, I'm sure you understand it's not that simple, and Shaq says, hey, Miss Julie, like I said, give the bloke a chance, but hey, I'm not going to step on toes or fuck up the whole night over it, and he looks at you and goes, sorry, mate.
Scarecrow will come up and is like, we've been struggling with their manager who's been deferring us to you, and we've been deferred back to him. So obviously there's 2 hands not talking to each other. Someone's gonna have to wipe an ass here, and it's sure as hell not gonna be us, because we were put in a pinch. Someone's not communicating.
She looks at you and, okay, who the fuck is this? And give me a conversation, Scarecrow.
I'm his fucking manager. All right. Oh, good. Oh, have the fucking person who's hardly a person do people things. All right.
I don't know if you have +2s or luck, but it sounds like Scarecrow might need it.
I'm gonna spend 3 luck. And
yeah.
That'll go into my peopling. Okay.
And Cold Spider, yeah, charismatic impact would work if she was a fan. Charismatic impact is used when you're trying to influence fans, whether a group or singular, and things like that. Yeah.
And that was persuasion, not conversation.
Yeah,
they're the exact same thing. So.
Okay.
I know. No, conversation uses. That uses empathy. So that'd be -1. So it'd be a 13, then +3, 16.
Yeah, because I'm doing conversation because the first thing that you said was about, you were honest about the scheduling thing. Gnostics put it on there, but it is that conflict. It would be more persuasion when you get to the point of who the fuck are you, and you say manager, because now you're lying. But let's do conversation first. Let's see if you even get that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's conversation.
Yeah,
conversation roll. There we go.
This is contested, so.
No, that's with the +3 from my luck. That's 12.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is contested. She kind of like stops and like, okay, no, I've definitely had my issues with Pokey and Hayes. I can understand that. And now give me persuasion.
Do I burn through the rest of my luck? Let's do it.
It's funny
Zero
that
out.
thanks to the contested action, you have the solo rocking a better social engagement than the rocker for a moment. That's so fucked up how that can work out.
Well, it's just like
Hold my gun.
appeared out of 2 dimensions. Like, oh,
Right.
okay. That's Batman appearance.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me persuasion.
Oh yes.
Holy shit!
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, she says, okay.
That's another +2 from my luck. Too,
Look, and just
so,
from me to you, like, believe me, I understand like how managers can be, and I'm not saying you're that type of manager, but I'm sure you understand how events can be absolutely fucking stressful and a nightmare. Look, just sit tight in the back. She looks at you, Hank. Hank B.
Hank,
D. What was it?
Hanks.
Hank C. Okay, thank you. Look, you come with me. We're gonna go talk to Hayes. If the Shack's vouching, fine. You want 2 songs, 2 songs, and then you see the Shack lean in like, oh come on, 3. Okay, 3 songs. You get 3 songs. If Hayes is good with it, I'm fine. I'll adjust it. Come and talk to Hayes with me.
thank you, Julie.
And then she starts kind of walking you from backstage, kind of towards a side entrance that you can kind of assume kind of leads into the club. And this is where we'll end the session. We'll end today's session right here.
Here's the luck when I count.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe how those rolls ended up. That's so crazy when social
damn.
shit, you know.
I would feel like it was less of like, hey, we'll be fine. It's just like it was the solo persuasion.
Oh yeah. No, and I've had on both my character contested rolls that I did tonight too. I think the other one was with Kish at the very beginning. I had a crit fail. And then I had a crit fail on the second. I rolled really fucking high on that first one with Hank, even though he rolled high. And then that second contested, I had another crit fail. I had 2 crit fails tonight, even with just a handful of rolls. But that worked in your favor, yeah. That worked out. No, and there was a couple of things too that were real clever. I'm glad you guys remembered certain things and different approaches and like just things that Kish did and Hank did to where it could have had some repercussions along the way. So really clever role playing and stuff, even with the wrenches in the works and the way things kind of rolled, because there's certain things you can't avoid. When you roll perception and stealth, like you might not see the manager coming to be able to pull the interception. Little things just fucking happen the way they happen. But I think all of you have played it so well and been so clever. It's just a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun, not just with this team, but this campaign, just the way that it's all going. It's awesome. And hopefully chat's enjoying it too. I know everybody's been kicking in the +2s, the -2s for stat checks and all that, and it means a lot to have chat as part of our story and helping the team. If it wasn't for some of those +2s, I don't think things would have went as well as they did today. So that's really cool. Hell yeah.
Just to ask, because we got 5 minus 2s.
Oh, really?
Is it possible to get one of those mitigated over?
Yeah. You can. I'll let you take 3 of those -2s. You can take more than half of them. Let's remember as we get them now. From now on, anytime you have luck, +2s, -2s, use them. Chat rewards regularly, and also Will, since you're keeping track as the game goes on. When we start hitting that 2-hour, 2.5-hour mark, maybe remind the team. That way I don't meta that shit like a GM. I would rather the players remember. Hint to each other like, fuck, it's been a couple hours. Let's use that luck. Let's, absolutely.
That's why I've been hitting it hard in like the last hour. I'm like, you're a +2.
Yeah.
But that's like, I wasn't sure if we were going to be getting to like roll to not die, in which case I'm going to use those +2s for that.
Yeah.
Like because despite the rolls, I'm not the face. I've got a 2 in
Right.
in two social skills.
No, I think without even using the luck, you were literally a lucky player tonight for the role that you're playing. You know what I mean? Like to have your solo rock those social skills the way you did. Yeah, it was lucky.
It paid off. It paid off for the 2 1s I rolled earlier. So
exactly.
on things I should be good at. I critical failed the things I have like my highest skills in, and then I crit success my lowest skill. So
All right, cool. Well, hey, I want to remind chat, we're here every Saturday. We're going to be here next Saturday, and then we're taking the following week off because we'll be at Gen Con. I want to remind everybody, if you're going to Gen Con, make sure you stop by the Sirenscape booth 1740 and say hi to me and my beautiful wife, Val. Take a picture, hang out. Let's post it online, promote. We're also going to be doing a live stream on the Thursday. Instead of my Sirenscape normal Cyberpunk Red team, Rockette Fox, who plays Hades on that team, will be at Gen Con, and me and her are going to stream live, just like a kind of special session where we'll kind of cover Gen Con a little bit. I also know April's going to be at Gen Con at the Modifius booth. So yeah, anybody that's going to be there, stop by our booths, say hi and all that good stuff. Other than that, yeah, I want to thank my players as always for being awesome and making the game so much fun. And just thank chat again for being part of our story. It means so much. So we'll see everybody next Saturday, same place, same time. Take care.
Same
Hi,
bat
everyone.
channel, same bat time.
Exactly.
Cybernation Uncensored.